Morning 3 of the 2024 Australian Sides Championships, and it is going to be a brilliant matchup between New South Wales women and the Western Australian women. We've got Dawn Hayman's rink up against Hailey Parker's rink. It's Jodie Fruend, Samantha Ferguson, Brianna Smith and Dawn Hayman up against Deb Saunders, Kaitlin, Tyrrell, Helen Stevens and Hailey Packer. Welcome to Ringside Live. Val Furbo is my name, and joining me is the one, the only, the man who is of the people. He is Paul Holschke. Paul, welcome.
Morning, Val. I wouldn't get too excited, except to say we're back here at Club Tweed, the beautiful Club Tweed.
How is your voice? How is it holding up?
Oh, it's a little bit croaky, so I do apologise, viewers. Got a little bit of a sore throat, but it's not too bad. The anti-cold is doing its thing.
So you're feeling okay, or
I'm
just
feeling fine? It's
just the throat.
Just the throat, just a little bit.
Just
croaky,
a bit of a tickle,
that's all it is. But we're in for a cracking game here.
Hailey Packer very close. What has she done? I think
she's made one.
I think they might still be. Well, Brianna's giving some instructions here to.
Looks like a yellow sticker over there in the left.
Yeah, but the blue sticker is Jack Height.
Correct.
So we'll find out. Dawn Hayman doesn't need many more invitations.
She's not far away.
So we did miss a couple of bowls at the start just due to YouTube problems. So we do apologise, but they've really not agreed with this event. So we are here. We are ready to go.
You're a nice guy.
I try. Some people don't think so, I'm sure.
I don't understand either. And the viewers love you, so
I think they love you more. We had a couple of questions yesterday asking if you were coming back.
Serious? No.
We did. They said, is Paul going to be back in the commentary box? And
well, I was yesterday afternoon.
Yep. And now back-to-back sessions. Andrew Howie will join me a little later on today. But right here, Hailey Packer looking to really make an indent for Western Australia. This is a massive tie in the scheme of things. Hailey Packer is very close. What can she do?
What a
she
bowl.
Can draw the shot.
Cracking bowl.
Probably. Well, Brianna will give us a signal here.
Definitely one.
Very interesting. Dawn Hayman still got one to go. This purposeful stride. So after this end, I'm going to go through the ladder, Paul, because it is.
I'm looking forward to hearing how
it is tight. And when I say tight, I mean it. So let's just wait for this bowl to come down. The other three rinks in the bottom left of your screen. Jamie Lee Walsnop against Lisa
Featherby. Play with a little bit of weight here.
Dawn Hayman.
She's not far away.
Going to hit and collect. So
always those bowls in front that seem to get in the way, Val. It's a skippy. Well, the jack did move backwards, so
did. So we're going to get a measure for the shot. So, that's very close in the end. I think it's one umpire called first end. I reckon this might have been one to WA, but we'll find out. So while we wait for the umpire's decision, New South Wales, they sit on top at 3-1. Queensland in second at 3-1, and they meet a little later on today. So that's the second session. Victoria sit third on 3-1. Western Australia sit fourth on 3-1. So 4 teams with a share of the lead, all decided and separated by rink points. New South Wales have 10 rinks. Western Australia in fourth on 6.5. Tasmania on 2-2. ACT and South Australia 1-3, and the NT 0-4.
So what you're saying, Val, is this is a big game in the scheme of the Marge Morris.
Whoever wins this could probably finish the round inside the top 2. And the men's standings at the moment, New South Wales 4-0. They've got to play Queensland later on today. Same amount of rink points. Queensland, South Australia 3-1. Victoria 2-2. Western Australia 2-2. Tassie and the ACT 1-3. And the NT 0-4.
Now you can see how far forward our game has come. We're using laser measures to determine the exact length. And we've got our ITO. I think his name's Peter. He's doing a great job there. And he's going to be able to tell us exactly.
Very much looking forward to seeing how this goes. Western Australia haven't won the Marge Morris since 2010, and it's their bowl.
Hailey Packer's bowl.
Good start.
What a great bowl that was. That was a really good bowl first up. That'll give her a lot of confidence moving forward, Val.
100% it will. Well, the rinks at the moment.
Got to get the got to get the mat on the right rink line.
So this rink, 2 of New South Wales rinks haven't lost yet, which is very impressive considering the fact that they have lost an overall tie. It was just 1 rink that cost them in the end. Sarah Boddington, Jamie Lee Worsnop, Kay Moran, Jessie Cattell lead with a shot difference of 44. But this rink, Sam Ferguson, Jodie Fruend, Dawn Hayman and Brianna Smith, they are second at plus 28. Haven't lost yet. Very impressive.
So what you're saying is Natasha Van Eldick and Jamie Lee Worsnop's rink has not lost again? No,
Jamie Lee's rink hasn't.
Jamie Lee and Dawn Hayman haven't lost a rink?
No.
Wow.
And this rink, however, of Western Australia is...
Hailey Packer?
They're not sitting in the best position. They're sitting in 16th best rink.
Field of those. Anyway, good start there by Jodie Fruend. Right, Deb Saunders leading off from WA.
Yeah, so this rink is, 16th best, so they're 2-2. So minus 12 on shot difference. Big win over Beck Van Ash round 1. So that's where we find ourselves. You've been doing some research this morning, though. What have you found?
Well, Jodie Fruend last year played for Victoria.
Wow.
And she was part of their winning team with her orange and yellow speckled bowls, which I aptly named Sunny Boy. Because if you remember, I don't know if you might not be this old, Val, but when we were a kid, we had...
no, I grew up on Sunny Boys.
We had Sunny Boys.
They would... Never did I think ice could break someone's teeth, but if you bit down hard enough, I reckon you could lose a tooth as a kid. But they were delicious, and then at the end you get the little shards of ice with the orange flavouring. Oh, what a time!
But Jodie had a different name for her bowls. She called them Tequila Sunrise. So there you go.
Okay, well there you go. Must be a tequila aficionado.
They're working well though so far. Early on. So
this is Kaitlin Tyrrell.
She plays out of the Manning Bowling Club.
With Hailey and with Chrissy.
Yep.
They are a juggernaut. Conditions this morning, Dean, they're still windy, very breezy. Paul's got his jacket on.
Blustery, I would say.
Yeah. And I think
it was so windy last night. It was incredibly windy.
And I think it will probably pick up a little later on. I feel like the morning is probably when the wind is its calmest here, and it gets worse in the afternoon.
The sun's trying to poke its head out this morning. It's a little bit cloudy. You can call it overcast, but I think over the course of the day it'll definitely warm up.
Yeah, as it has done throughout.
You can definitely feel the humidity though. Being a Victorian, you can feel that straight away.
It was 87% humidity in Melbourne yesterday. Brianna Smith is under. So Bree made the semi-finals at the Australian Indoor Championships earlier this year, defeating her rink mate and club mate, Dawn Hayman, in the quarterfinal. She was rampant, and then Chloe Stewart ended up getting her speeds of, I think they are southeasterly at 26 kilometres an hour. Northwesterly, sorry. Pointing in a southeast direction, but they're coming from the northwest. That always confuses me. Thank you to Robbie Allen. So, Brianna Smith, and we've seen this tighter hand has started to turn a little bit more since yesterday across this week at Tweed. Watching this come down, Brianna Smith, that is good.
Wow.
A little bit of a rub, but she'll take it.
With those pink and green bowls.
Yep.
I've got a name for them already, those bowls. What do you reckon?
Let me have a think.
Let you have a guess. Maybe
Kiwi watermelon?
Let the viewers have a guess on what they think those bowls may look like.
Helen Murch is watching from Timboon in Victoria, out just on the Great Ocean Road. It's a great spot there, Paul, near Port Campbell. And Port Campbell is
it's a long
genuinely...
way away from...
It is, but Port Campbell is one of my favourite spots.
It would be windy there.
At the moment, you'd think so. But yeah, good morning to you, Helen.
Big storms go through Melbourne, Victoria yesterday.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of rain.
We had that up here the weekend before, so...
Yep, they've made their way down. Hopefully this time next weekend, no thunderstorms to speak of in Melbourne, because I'll be pretty upset.
Do you know what the forecast is going to be for next Saturday?
It says 18 and mainly fine. I'll take that. Hailey Packer, great home. So now she can afford to arrive on Brianna Smith's bowl.
It could be second shot. Could be.
If it's not, it's still a good home. It's given her something to play to. Because it's incredibly hard to dead draw that. So, yeah, next Saturday looking at 18 degrees,
Where's Spears by Fiona Hall? Yep. Yeah, no, not paying that one. That's not what I've got in my mind.
Okay, this is for the colour of Brianna Smith's bowls.
Correct.
So, green and pink. What colours are you talking about there?
It's a darkish pink,
yep.
Reddy colour.
I don't know. It's definitely not Tequila Sunrise.
Certainly not. Oh,
that's... Oh, Dawn would have loved to have stopped in front of...
I reckon that's definitely in the count.
I don't know.
Popsicle.
What are you thinking, Paul?
Oh, shall we let others...
I don't think anybody's...
No, well, toffee apple.
Oh... Yes, that's...
As a kid growing up, toffee apple.
I tried one once. I did not like it.
Yummy.
Fruit and sweet.
Oh.
Not for me.
Toffee.
Hailey Packer. So she just wants to try and spring this toffee apple bowl. How close is she? She's just not going to get there. So chance for Dawn Hayman to really make an opening here. And Helen Murch starting pennant today. Very windy.
Stick to the backhand. Any knock of the front orange bowl will add to the count. She hasn't got there, unfortunately.
So what will the count be? Could be a couple. One. Bree's going to have a look. Two.
And it's a measure for third.
Bree and Dawn both playing out of St John's Park, and they are right at home. Jackaroos, great friends. Bree's really just a genuinely good person.
She's lovely.
Did a bit of hosting with me on the right line.
Could be three.
Might be. Should be playing the Hong Kong Classic International Pairs. So what is this going to be here? This could be a really good collect to start for New South Wales. Surely not another umpire call.
I reckon it could be. No.
No, that was in. Oh. It's good by Bree, just double checking. Two.
Just the two.
So good start. Nice multiple for New South Wales in a must-win rink. Masterboard is on the top left, top right-hand side of your screen. Natasha Van Eldick started well. But New South Wales,
in the scheme of things, this is a big game.
Huge. And then they've got to play Queensland after this to New South Wales. So that's a big
Wow.
game this afternoon. Alec Hodgson watching on. Really enjoy watching all bowls from Australia. They show the UK how to play. Well, great to have your company. Alec, where are you watching from in the UK? Fiona Hall, Bree and Twisty are just a match made in heaven. Two of the nicest people.
Fiona
you'll
liked
ever meet.
my toffee apple call.
Did. That was very good, Paul. And Brianna has just made the move over to Aero Bowls with Twisty, so great to see. And Tom asking if each team plays 2 games per day. Yes, they do. So 2 games of, well, each state plays 2 ties, 63 ends apiece, so 126 all up.
21 ends each.
Yes.
So it's a big day, 42 ends. And there is no respot, so we've dead ends, so that can add to the end total. So some rinks may play up to 22, 23, 24 ends, depending on how your skipper loves to kill ends or not. Deb Saunders this year playing at the Cambridge Bowling Club. Apparently she's going to lead up to Blake Nan. Or Nan. How do we say Blake's name?
Blake Nan.
Nan. He's having a good series. Only lost the 1 game so far.
He's in good form, is Blake, and I think he'll transition that into the Bowls Premier League, coming up to the Perth Suns. So Jodie Fruend just winning this lead battle against Deb Saunders. And,
Wow.
You've got some notes here, Paul. Doug Kelly.
Rinkside Doug has taken over from Rinkside Clive. Just gave us some numbers.
Deb Saunders.
This is Deb Saunders' debut at the Australian Sides Championships.
It is.
So we congratulate her on that.
In great form is Deb.
Had a very good AO earlier in the year.
Did.
I'd love to know how she learned how to step forward with her opposite foot. Well, maybe not the opposite foot, but the her leading foot. So
The non-dominant foot.
The non-dominant foot. So it's it's a very unusual delivery, but as we know, it's about being consistent. If you can do the same thing every time, then will be held in good stead, and will hopefully be able to deliver when the moment arises. Okay, Samantha Ferguson. She's got, looks like light blue, aqua, teal sort of looking bowls.
Sensational bowler, Sam Ferguson.
Which club is she out of?
St John's, I believe.
Massive club, St John's.
Yeah, they are huge.
And what a great bowl. Come around that orange bowl just superbly. I'd say...
Very nice person as well is Samantha Ferguson. Haven't really had too much to do with her over my time at Bear, but we saw her the other night at dinner, and yeah, really friendly and great person.
It's definitely Tweed in New South Wales now. Married to David Ferguson.
Yep. Who's the coach of St John's Park, or the Sydney Saints.
And
BPL.
also playing out there today.
A lot of power couples in New South Wales, aren't there? I think
Seems to be that way.
if you look at the women's and the men's team, just bear with me. Keep talking, Paul. I'm going to go through this.
Brianna had beautiful line, just pulling up short. Looks like about 1.5 meters, 2 metres. Helen Stevens, representing Osborne Park. First debuted in 2006, and oh my goodness.
So 3 couples in this New South Wales team, Paul.
All right, let's
Jamie
hear it.
Lee Warsnop and Aaron Wilson, Brianna Smith, Ben Twist, Sam and Dave Ferguson.
And then we got the unusual one. The Packers.
Actually, you know what? Yes. So that's 3.5 couples with Cody and Hailey Packer. Brianna Smith, that is... Oh, it's gone through to hers. It's okay.
It's one.
So yeah, you go, Paul. Sorry.
Cody Packer has transferred over to New South Wales, playing out of Marylands, while his wife, Hailey, still living in WA, representing WA. So they're both on the same green today, but representing different states.
Yeah.
That would be very unusual to see.
And Cody playing against his former state, so that's a big match for him.
It certainly is. Blake going... Can see a little bit of the green, and Blake likes to go big, doesn't he?
Yep, not afraid to attack. And yeah, so Samantha Ferguson plays out of St John's Park, and she might be up there for the BPL to watch on as they try and make their debut. The Sydney Saints and her husband coaches Jodie Fruend at Port Macquarie.
She certainly is. So moved the family up to Port Macquarie. I think they used to live in Wangaratta. And they decided they needed a sea change. And from what she said, absolutely loving it in Port Macquarie. Do you know who else lives in Port Macquarie?
Who?
Very high up at Bowls Australia.
I'm trying to think.
He's only the national coach.
Oh, Gary Willis, there you go.
Gary Willis lives in Port Macquarie.
There you go.
I had my first game of golf at Port Macquarie.
Did you?
Yes.
What are you doing up there?
When we're on holidays. When I was a kid, Dad used to get up early in the morning and go for a game of golf, and I said, I'm coming. And, yeah.
There you go. Wow.
Just get up at 6 every morning, going for a hit of golf, play 9 holes.
See, it's funny, you're not really a morning person though, Paul, are you?
Well...
For golf you are.
That was for golf, correct.
As Hailey just arrived, so probably 2 down, I'd say.
Yeah.
Shamu back watching on. Tom from Ireland, of course. Some of our regulars across this week.
Stephen Arthur. Morning, Val. Paul from Portland. Good morning, Steve. All right, looks like New South Wales 2, maybe 3. It's close. Dawn can get a little bit of jack movement. It could be a big number here. She's tracking well, just the speed.
Yeah, and Dawn will find it. And then Alec letting us know that he's from London, so great to have your company, Alec, and I cannot wait to get back to London. What a city it is. My dream when I'm in London next, hopefully, Paul, will be to cover Wimbledon.
Wow, can I come?
I'll try and get you in. Imagine that. You and I sitting in box on centre court doing the final.
Oh, I'll just go and carry your bags, Val.
Hailey Packer, it's not going to turn, and she's going to find the gap. So Dawn Hayman with a real opportunity here. Any little...
No.
No, that's it.
You're just going to see how many it is.
I think it was 2 there. So 4-1. Good start for New South Wales. The masterboard sees them well and truly ahead after 3 ends here and across 6 overall. Shamu, I will not be picking you up a Spurs jersey. You'll have to... I'll be going a lot further up to Liverpool to pick one up from there. Mark Jones watching on from Bali. Good to have your company, Mark. Be fairly early in the morning over there. Feel like Bali's a good morning place, though. Ed Tucky watching on as well from yesterday. Great to have everyone's company. Jodie Fruend and Deb Saunders doing their battle. Deb Saunders is on the jack. This rink started off on really shaky ground against Tasmania in round one. They were down 19-4 against Rebecca Van Ash and her rink, and Hailey Packer was able to come back and take victory 23-22. Good morning to Jeffrey Watson as well from Perth. He's watching on. Played in good spirit this morning. Seems to be a lot of smiles. And there's Deb Saunders' delivery on the non-dominant foot or leading foot, and then bowls off that foot as well. But as we've been saying through, there's no correct way to bowl. You just got to keep your foot on the mat and not dump it. Just whatever works for you, whatever's repetitive, whatever you can do that will allow you to get as close as possible on a regular basis. So
we have a look to see if...
What were we checking, Paul?
To see if Howie's out and about doing the live scores. Doesn't look like he's ventured out yet, Howie. Anyway, we'll await. He'll get there eventually. He's probably had a few urgent emails, phone calls to follow up on.
He is a busy man.
He certainly is.
This one
Great
here.
Start here by WA.
Deb's done well. Her bowl's been collected and pushed back, but it's a good home. So Kaitlin Tyrrell getting in nicely. Samantha Ferguson was very close to winning the Champion of Champions last year. Came second overall to Lainey McGorman. Comments have become a bit of an EPL chat. Don't be talking trash about my Croatian boy, Luka Modric, Shamu. So, Brianna Smith, such a superstar on and off the green. Talented media performer as well. As I said before, she was my co-host for a few shows on the Right Line last year, and bowls sort of took a front seat as it needs to. Oh, Shamu also Croatian. What a man. One of my brethren.
There you go. Things you learn, Val.
Yep. If there's any other Croatian Italians out there? Hello.
And thanks for viewing this morning. For all our Western Australian viewers who've got up nice and early again.
5:54 in the morning.
Oh my goodness, they are committed. So thank you very much. All right, Brianna on her forehand. Currently one down on the head. But that just needed a little bit less speed, but good home.
Oh, Shamu from a beautiful part of the world there in Havad. Absolutely beautiful.
Where's that?
Just the island in Croatia there. My family's from...
Would that be a good place to live?
Oh, beautiful.
They got a bowling green there?
I don't know, we can put one there. My family's from Imotski, sort of on the Dalmatian coast, and not too far from Split.
I'll have to go and visit there one day.
It's beautiful. MJ Grace, watching from Perth.
Good on you, MJ.
You are up early, and we respect that.
That's incredible. All right. Dawn looking to convert here. Just sliding on past. New South Wales have got a number of catches there. Any movement of the jack, there's a little number. Hailey will be well aware of that. She just needs to get behind into that little cove there. Coming down on her backhand, right of screen.
Just missing. So this hand is swinging.
Short. Ooh.
This hand is swinging. More so than what we've seen.
Dorney from St John's Park. She's going to look to rest on that shot bowl.
Wow, look at the turn. We haven't seen anything like this on this ditch side throughout, this is day 11 now, Paul?
Something like that. It's hard to keep abreast. It is Saturday, though, I've been told.
Yes, it is Saturday. So happy Saturday to everybody. We hope you're all watching. I know there's going to be a lot of people playing pennant, but...
Okay, what can Hailey do? Looking to add a second shot here. Helen is quite happy with this.
Just needs to stop
I
and
reckon
fall.
she has.
Yep.
2 down. Oh, good work, Brianna.
Brianna right to the screen. That is just lovely. We love that. I've just had word that she's been instructed to do so by Paul.
Oh, it was a negotiation. It was actually her idea. Shall I point to the camera? And I said, great idea.
Did she actually come up with that?
Yep.
Okay,
did.
so not negotiation, but yeah, you agreed and you obliged.
We're working a way around how the signals can be very clear.
This is why you're wheeling and dealing, and how you do things, Paul, is inspirational.
Just make things happen, Val.
You do. This is why people bring you candy.
Yes. Yes. And it's I love any lollies.
Except there's a couple you don't like.
Which are?
You're not big on the flavoured licorice, are you?
No, love licorice. It's the hard-boiled lollies I'm not a fan of. I'll suck them, but no, they're not good for your teeth. Not good for your teeth at all.
I enjoy watching the videos of them making the lollies.
Yes.
It's really satisfying.
Very
actually.
clever, isn't it?
Yeah. There's an art to it. It's really enjoyable to watch. I follow a couple of pages on Facebook, actually. It's how I spend my pastime. Now, my favourite ones are, I don't know if people overseas know about them or not, but zombie chews. Have you ever had them, Paul?
Never had one of them. I'd love to have one.
They are absolutely elite. Or Wicked Fizz. They're like sour in the middle.
Oh, yes. Oh, love them.
Shamu knows what I'm talking about. Chris watching in Shrewsbury as the leads have exchanged once more. 21 ends. We've got 17 to go here.
Now, I'm not sure if I told the listeners yesterday. I think I started on it and then we got distracted. But I had a delivery of lollies yesterday from Di Milner in South Australia.
You did?
What? Currant Pascals.
Yep.
Brought over by Sharon Kavanagh. Specially delivered from Di Milner, who we love. She's one of our ITOs who was over in WA last year with us. She likes going fast in the car. Bit of a lead foot. I don't endorse it, but...
Oh, really, Paul? I've seen you drive. I've been in the car. That was great fun.
So growing up in the country, Val, open roads...
Oh, beautiful. No idiots cutting you off. I don't want to get onto driving. I have before, and I can go on for hours. I could do a TED talk on how bad driving is, especially in Melbourne.
Cars weren't designed to go at 30 and 40 kilometres an hour.
No, or designed to merge onto a freeway at 60 when everyone else is doing 100. Or below the speed limit in the right lane.
Yes. You'd love the Autobahn, Val.
Oh, I really want to go on. I don't know if I'd be able to drive on it. I reckon I'd get a bit
It
toey.
was the highlight of our trip, driving on the Autobahn.
Nice finish. to that bowl there from Helen
Helen
Stevens, and been recommended Mike and Ike Sowers. Maybe I'll try and find some of those while I'm up here.
We should ask Doug Kelly for some lollies.
Okay.
He is the lolly boy in Perth.
He'll be on with us soon. So
Doug Kelly's the lolly boy in Perth, we've heard.
And Mark asking what type of grass the greens are here. In this region, they're generally the tipped dwarf. So that's generally what you're going to find up here on the Gold Coast and Tweed region. Northern New South Wales.
Well, most of Australia now, even most of Melbourne now is tipped dwarf.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. It's just Tasmania. It's still a little bit cold for the tipped dwarf, which is a couch grass.
Okay, and we'll be on the couch next year.
Oh, I don't know if they got couch. I think they got bent greens.
Okay. Helen.
Helen, what's she doing? Little rub.
No.
Oh, see. It's close. That bowl could even be the shot bowl. But she's pushed over.
Shamil, I do know those Mike and Ikes. I've just actually never tried them, so I'll get on those. As Brianna Smith with those toffee apple bowls, speaking of candy. Goes jack high almost.
Great
it was good weight.
Perfect.
Jinx, Paul.
Might ask Robbie for a different camera angle, please. Just yeah, I think it's definitely that front bowl. That New South Wales bowl. To left of screen.
So this is a really interesting tie. Look at the masterboard, Paul. It's dead even pretty much, barring this rink. This is the only rink where there's a difference in score. 3-all next door between Warsnop and Featherby, and then Van Eldick and Christic. 4 apiece after 4, so we are in for a brilliant morning of action.
All right.
Everybody watching on will absolutely love this clash this morning. Dawn Hayman is a very popular figure. Travels around. She's got a big entourage that follows her. The Dawn Hayman fan club was well and truly in force at Moama at the BPL earlier this year.
Looks like I've got a bit of technical difficulties with our spreadsheet here this morning. I'm not sure what's going on. Doesn't seem to be very happy this morning, this document. Here we go. It's come back up again. Thank goodness for that. Hopefully Andrew's been doing some work around the grounds.
Another good bowl from Hailey Packer.
That's what we want. And quality bowls, Val. That's what we're here for. That's what the viewers want. We want shot for shot.
We do.
Oh. That's not the result that Dawn was looking for. Could they have 3? Did you get that? 3?
Not sure, actually. It might have been
2 or 3.
We'll find out on the board in a sec.
She did put her hand up, but it was just a little bit high for the...
They'll update that very shortly. They're doing it now. It was a 3, in fact.
Yeah,
6.
I thought I heard a 3 in the effects mic.
6-4.
It was very unfortunate for Dawn.
So
Jack just went back and found some WA bowls. Not what she was after, but...
WA lead on the masterboard.
Well, the other 2 rinks, it's 4 all.
if they win this, again, Victoria, Queensland and WA could be the ones that... And WA have already played Queensland. The women beat them. So if WA can somehow win this, it's just Victoria that they have to play. If they beat them as well, they are a genuine shot. But they just have to keep playing the way that they are playing because they're on fire as Lisa Featherby pulls out to a 9-3 advantage over Jamie Lee Worsnott.
Right.
So the WA...
She must have picked up a 6.
I think so, yes. That's massive. So on the master board, seeing 19 to 11 in favour of WA.
It's good to see the WA ladies have come to play. That's what we want.
Andrew McGorman asking if the rink orders have been changed. Well, because WA have already played on this green, that's why. So we couldn't have a team that's already played on this rink play again, which was Christina Christick's rink. So they have changed around, and this rink has been pushed to green 1. Lisa Featherby's gone to rink 2, and Christina Christick has gone to rink 3. So that's the reasoning why the WA team is here, or this WA team is here. Joe Whitehead watching on from a sunny Cairns. Go Dawny. Another part of the Dawn Hayman fan club. This one, Hailey wants it to get in, and it does. Kaitlin Tyrrell. So we are locked in here to a really good contest. New South Wales have to keep winning. So to WA, that one drifts through, good home. This could be one of the pivotal moments. It's moving day at the Australian Sides Championships. Round 6 today. We'll see. So it's a massive day for WA because they have to take on New South Wales this morning, then they play Victoria this afternoon. They win both of them, and they are as good a shot as anybody to take home this Marge Morris trophy. And it's starting pretty well, although Natasha Van Eldik takes a 7-4 lead over Christina Christick. That rink beat Kelsey Cottrell's rink yesterday in what was a stunning display. And that is brilliant there.
Helen Smith, come on down.
Stevens.
Oh, sorry, Helen Stevens, I do apologise. We had Smith yesterday, didn't we?
And we've got Brianna Smith.
Yes. It's been a long...
It's been a long 12 days, or 11, however many we've done.
Helen Stevens from Osborne Park.
Day 11 today.
Played 55 tests for WA, Helen, so she's been around a while. Here come these toffee apple bowls. What a cracking bowl there by Brianna Smith. Shot for shot, these two ladies.
It's been that sort of morning.
That's what we want. Helen coming down on her backhand again. Looking for something similar. She's got good weight.
Just not going to turn.
It's not turning like she would have liked. Ends up in the ditch.
Yep.
Okay. Dawny asking Brianna to put another one in there.
Dawn picking something up off the rink.
Looks like Dawn found a little bug. Is it going to turn, Val? Is it going to turn?
Oh,
it's a great home.
It's fallen too.
It could be 2.
Maybe. It's a tough one for
The only issue I see there is that is something that Hailey can use. She can come off that.
It is a little bit like the most tiniest of fractions past Jack High. But this has been a really good and hot start from Western Australia. And the way Hailey Packer's bowled so far, you back her in to go close. And as we resolve...
I'll tell you who's off to a hot start. Ben Twister's rink.
Wow.
Leading 12 zip over Jack East's rink, which includes the one and only Clive.
Clive Adams, yes. Yeah. So Hailey Packer, how is her weight and how is her line? It is wide, but does she have the weight to get back? It's going to start to work back. And just going into the ditch. So it was ditch weight. Not sure whether she was looking for that or not.
She was looking to the edge of that. If she can just get the left-hand edge of that bowl, as seen on screen, could potentially spring across and disrupt the jack. All right. Dawn will be looking to get one behind.
Or maybe block that avenue away. So Dawn's bowls are really turning, aren't they?
Look at that, the wind.
On that hand as well.
Wow, that's really cut across.
Rowan watching from South Africa again. Playing against the big guns tomorrow on Saturday his time, Friday night over there at the moment.
All right. What can Hailey do? She's looking to just come off the...
She's so close. Hailey Packer.
Wow.
That was as good as effort as you'll see.
But what it has done is definitely reduced the count to 1.
That was a mighty effort. Rowan's taking on Jerry Baker and Jason Evans. Wow, that's a hard day out. Good luck to you. Dawn tossed it out on a wider line, hoping it'll turn. It'll come. Trying, wiggling, doing its utmost.
Great effort. Just one. Thank you, Brianna.
So 6-5 is the score, Paul Holschke. So Wayne Anderson watching from Broken Hill. Good morning to you. Scott Hodgetts watching on. It's your Saturday. Surely no forklifting today for you, Scott. Just conferring in the middle of the rink here. Talking tactics and lengths, and this is why New South Wales is such a ruthless outfit. They're always thinking about the next steps and how they can engage and get in front. Lisa Featherby well and truly on top. We are in for a stunning morning of bowls. 15 ends played. No time limits, so they can do whatever they like. And this is great. Nice way to think about it. No work for Scott Hodgetts today, so that's a great result for you. Just sit there and enjoy your day if you're not playing pennant or not playing bowls. As you can see in the top left, Australian selector Dave Stockham walks in, former Jackaroo himself. Gary Willis as well. Look at that. The entrance. Morrison and Crab watching on. Is that the Ann Crab? It is the Ann Crab. one of my favourite people in bowls. She is an absolute troublemaker. You are, but great to have your company, and Morris as well. Ah, very nice, Scott Hodges. So, Deb Saunders currently winning the lead battle, but both a little bit short, so Dawn will want another one behind. As Sam Ferguson lines up on the mat. That'll do for number one. Good finish from Kaitlin Tyrrell. Samantha Ferguson, an absolute stalwart of New South Wales bowls. Always in form, always pushing the deep ends of tournaments. Just getting around. How will this one turn? We know they swoop on this hand. That's a great home. Good shooting from Kaitlin Tyrrell. Just giving Hailey Packer something to work with. Manning have produced such brilliant bowlers. Brianna Smith. Speaking of producing some great bowlers, St John's Park as well. Manning have the likes of Hailey Packer, Christina Christick, Lara Butler as well, the Australian Open Women's Singles Champion. What a star she is, and good luck to her with the impending arrival of baby number one for Lara and Blake Butler.
I'm back, Val.
You are back? Where have you been?
We had a little bit of a scoreboard gate.
Oh, okay.
Bit of an issue with the scoreboard. We had our Club Tweed member who's doing the overall board. He flicked the boards towards him. He's on the other side of the green.
Oh.
So I couldn't see the scoreboards, yet he could see them.
Oh.
So we had to come to a negotiation.
What did you bribe him with?
Well, I just said I need to be able to see them and you need to be able to see them.
So move them this way, please.
So we've gone in the middle.
Very
found
nice.
a nice little compromise.
Very nice.
But, yeah, no, I couldn't possibly read them when he had them turned around facing...
Fair enough. So here's Helen Stevens. Hailey wanted to hold. Really good head of bowls here, as the skips will make their way down. Can't quite see who's on top here. I'd say one to New South Wales, but you just never know with these angles. There it is. Oh, could be one to WA. It's very close either way. So the scores on the master board. WA leading by 6 after 17 ends of the 63. We've got 46 to go. And Western Australia, they are holding on. They are not behind on any of the three rinks. Christina Christick has netted a 3 against Tash, or pegged 3 back. Lisa Featherby still leading Jamie Lee Warsnott, 9-4. Dawn's bowls really swinging back hard, aren't they, this morning, Paul?
They certainly are swooping.
Scott asking who the live stream will be this afternoon. It's Northern Territory versus Tasmania's men. So the teams of Josh Van Harren, Ian Smith, Adam Hollingsworth and Tristan Smallacombe up against Kane Walker, Aaron Jago, Mark Strochnetter and Michael Sims. Mark Strochnetter, a very popular man. And Michael Sims in some very good form himself. So NT versus Tasmania men. That's probably going to start around 1 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So 3 hours and 39 minutes. But this match is where our attentions lie. Dawn Hayman switching hands.
Tell you
Wants
what.
it to hold and just didn't. She was animated there, was Dawn Hayman.
Okay, couple down, I would say. Coming with a bit of weight.
Yeah, I think this is to push Deb Saunders' bowl into the jack, spill that back a little bit and maybe make a 3. So it's controlled weight, nothing too strenuous. It'll be a ripper of a shot if she can achieve it. Hailey Packer.
All right, what's she doing here?
She's close. Hailey Packer. Has she got enough weight to push this? She's connected. Not enough. Not enough weight. So 1 to New South Wales at least. Will be tied, and we're going to get a measure for the rest. Jared just asking about the live scores. Says updates every 15 minutes. Several teams have no scores. Just having a couple of issues this morning with that spreadsheet. So
should be up and running now.
Should be up and going. So try and refresh your page. And
well, I know I've been able to update the men's now that I can see the scoreboard. I couldn't see it earlier.
So didn't quite see a signal there. Wait for this to be updated.
One to Brianna.
1 it is. So
New South Wales.
6 apiece.
Okay. We can do a little bit of around the greens now, I believe. Oh, what happened there? All my scores have gone missing.
Just go up. You're in around 7 there.
Oh, sorry. Up to round 5 today.
We are.
Oh, there they are. All right, so.
I think you just gave everyone a heart attack, Paul.
All right, so in the men's, Lee Schreiner, 9, leading Blake Nan, 4. Nan. It's got an R in it, though. Anyway.
But it's like cans.
Yeah, okay. Aaron Wilson, 7. And Anthony Williams is also on 7. But the big rink is Ben Twist, 13, leading Jack East, 2, which means currently New South Wales holding 11-shot lead. Okay, ACT versus Tasmania in the men. Very close. Tasmanian men up by 2, leading 16-14. The ACT women, 17, leading the Tasmanian women by 5, 17-12. Northern Territory versus Queensland in the men. Queensland leading by 10, 26-16. And the women are leading 20-13 early in the match. Let's go to Victoria versus WA. South Australia, I'm sorry.
That's a big rink for the men.
So the Victorian men, 20-10 over South Australia. And the women, South Australia, 17, leading Victoria, 9.
Wow, and have a look at that Kate Argent Bowden rink. We said it yesterday. They were one of the inform rinks. Have only lost the one match that was in round 1 to Queensland. They are on a huge winning streak.
Currently leading Lisa Phillips's rink. Lisa's undefeated.
No, she lost in the afternoon yesterday.
Sorry, I do apologise.
It was very close, though.
Leading 18-2. So, for those wanting the live scores, I'll get Robbie to put the live score link on the screen. There it is. And
I'll also pop it in the comments for you, and also you can do that trick where you take a photo of it. Or if you've got an iPhone, I'm not sure about Android, but us iPhone users, we are superior. And just take a photo of that, and then you can copy paste that link and then just jump on the link from your photos. So absolutely fantastic initiative. If you can't be bothered finding it, nice and easy for you. Right here though, WA fighting hard. If they were to win this tie overall, it would throw a huge spanner into the works here with New South Wales and Queensland to face each other next and WA to face Victoria. So it's a top 4 clash in the next round, which is going to be massive. So Victoria will need to keep winning if they have any chance to defend their title. South Australia all over them at the moment.
all right. Helen Stevens again.
That's 2 fines.
It could be a sackable offence.
We'll just do, you know how you do same, Paul?
Uh-oh. Does
Just
that
do
mean a couple of push-ups?
Nah, I'm not going to make you do that. You're already pushing through with a tickly throat.
So it looks like New South Wales holding 1. Helen Stevens from Osborne Park. Played 55 tests for WA. She had great speed. Just hung out there. Tough conditions with this blustery breeze.
It's not easy at the moment. Yesterday afternoon was really difficult for both South Australia and the NT.
With the clubhouse being so big and so high, the wind coming through comes off the windows on level 3, and the swirls around on the green, so it makes it very trying conditions.
Yeah, it's like a bouncy effect.
Yes.
Dawn Hayman.
It's a bit of a wind tunnel.
Dawn Hayman.
Looking to add another one.
Oh, she might trail this towards Deb Saunders, and she has probably one down now.
Yep.
She was just coming with too much weight there and too much power. It was precise, but just not enough. So
Just got a bit unfortunate.
now we're just starting to tighten up a little bit. It's the Lisa Featherby rink that's holding sway for Western Australia at the moment. Tash and Chrissy, that's an enthralling battle, and we'll keep an eye on it. So we've ticked over a third of the way through this. Hailey Packer wanting to get another one in. This is going to dart back.
It's just going to cut.
Come on, Helen. There you go. Perfect.
It might just force her to change her hand. Just sort of in her way.
Dawn with a bit of weight here.
Looking to sit on those WA bowls. Might get a rub.
Oh, pushes Brianna's up.
Well, there you go.
That'll be one. But if I'm Hailey, bowl clean problem is you don't want Jack.
If the Jack can come backwards, they've got a catching bowl.
It can, but she's got to get to it. It's I think, yeah, if she just bowls it with arriving weight, pushes Brianna's bowl away and stays, might be enough. Or is she going to come with full weight? Try and push it. Oh, Helen. Come on. Not there.
Oh, they're very indecisive here. Probably good idea for Hailey to come up and have a look at the head. If you're uncertain, it's an untimed game, Val. You may as well come up and have a look. Because in the context of the overall, this could be a pivotal moment.
Ah, there you go. Paul's saying that a Samsung, you can clip it from the screen as well. So perfect. Both iPhone and Samsung. You take a photo of that link, and there you go. Thank you, Paul.
Sounds like whatever you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, it is very competitive. I do love
the iPhone and the.
I do love to wind Samsung users up. Barbara Green watching on. Great to have your company, Barbara.
It's funny how they call Galaxy, because often I say it's trying to understand how they work. It's like going to a different galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Helen. Yep.
I know the parents-in-law. They've got galaxies. And they've asked for me to help them, and I got no idea.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's like gobbledygook to me. Been an iPhone user for, I don't know, a long time now.
Almost since they came out, so...
What can Hailey do here? It's a bit speedy, I think.
Yeah, might not have... Yeah, that's not going to affect anything. So it'll be one to
New South Wales.
And they take the lead on this rink once more, and they've got a little bit of momentum. 3 ends in a row now. They've only dropped 3 ends out of the 8 that we've played. But a couple of multiples gone the way of Western Australia, and despite being down on 2 rinks, WA holding that lead, and this is how New South Wales lost to Victoria. They won 2 rinks, but lost heavily on that Natasha Van Eldick rink to Lisa Phillips, and that's how Victoria got the job done. 19-22 is the score. That's on the master board. 19 ends played. New South Wales looking to take home the Marge Morris Trophy for the first time since 2022.
So we're approaching a third of the way through this game. Obviously played over 63 ends. And not a bad start there by Jodie.
New South Wales had won 3 Marge Morrises in a row heading into last year. And they've won the last 4 overalls and 6 of the last 7. Then if you add more in there, you can go 9 of the last 11.
Look at the wind bringing that in. What a great start by Deb Saunders, who will now be playing at Cambridge. Did you know that Clive plays at Cambridge?
He does. The Cambridge Knights, and Blake Nairn as well.
So she might actually get to play with Clive.
Maybe in that mixed pennant.
It could be. It could become a dynamic duo on the greens.
Maybe.
She's got an unusual step forward, but it works very effectively. Look at those two. Well positioned. They'll be very happy with that. All right, Samantha Ferguson also taking the same side of the green as what Deb was. Hers isn't swooping in as much as hers, but very good weight. Kaitlin Tyrrell has been asked also to come down on her backhand. Don't mind the line here, Val. It all comes down to her speed now. I'll tell you what, this is not far away. Oh, lovely. Very nice.
Good end. And this is where they just need to rebound. If they,
Can
go
hear
behind.
The crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd were very excited. They were up and about the crowd here this morning.
If WA are anything, they are parochial.
They certainly
They
are.
love supporting their own.
Well, they have to be. They're way out in the west all
Yeah.
by themselves.
They are. And that's going to spill the jack back towards Deb Saunders' bowl. Might just be one now.
Could be two. We might get a different angle from... Oh, Robbie's not to be seen. He's
So to duck off quickly.
correct. All right, can Kaitlin Tyrrell do the same? Same.
Just needs to slow down.
Oh, no. Oh, yep, still got the one.
But it's a much worse one.
Brianna can see the jack now. Coming in on her backhand.
Yeah, she was just powering in there.
Looking to,
Sit that bowl away, I reckon.
or push, knock on her front bowl. Or just push
That'll
that
do.
one in.
Oh, it's still one down. So now this is where Helen Stevens needs the jack. She can come through on her forehand, trail it, make 3 or 4. Needs some good weight to...
It looked like Hailey indicated one down.
Very close. So is she
Not
around
a bad bowl here.
Is she around?
Push that out.
Good delivery.
Definitely the shot now.
Very good delivery.
What can Brianna do with her toffee apple bowls? It's going to cut, I think.
It is, but how's the weight? How is her weight? Oh, that was not far away. And I think what they'll like here, Western Australia, is that they'll have final bowls. So Helen Stevens with 1 and Hailey with 2. Only 2 bowls to come for New South Wales.
Now Barbara Green says go the Blues.
She's a New South Wales.
Oh, I'm sure
supporter.
she's referring to the Carlton Blues in the AFL.
I highly doubt it.
Oh, she'd have to be.
And that one going through. So an opportunity here for Western Australia if they can get to the jack first. If Hailey Packer can trail it and get it into that little contingent.
That is correct, Fiona. A lot of WA players come over to the AO each year, and I know they enjoy coming over and competing at the highest level, and may it continue. And we thank all the WA players for their support. And they've done really well in the AO. I think you were going through that before. Laura Butler's had...
Well, she's won an AO title 2 years in a row, made the semis in the singles in 2023, lost to Kelsey Cottrell, won it this year, but also won a fours title last year as Dawn Hayman's close. Oh, I think she's still one down. But
Brandy goes up and down. Up and down, wow.
And so does Helen. But now for Hailey, if I'm Hailey Packer, I might even arrive on that bowl, spill the jack out a little bit, just arrive, tiny little bit of weight, arrive on her own bowl, push the jack,
Could make a couple.
come on the forehand and arrive there.
It's just difficult to get into there, Val.
It's not easy, but I think it's what she's going to try.
And it's interesting when you see the view from here and then when you see the view from the mat, it can look very different.
So different. Might have to just double check with Helen if
Here
she
we
can.
go. This has got good line. How's the speed?
It's going to crash into Brianna's.
Oh, unfortunate.
But it's opened it up a little
It
bit.
certainly has.
Might have to just chat with Helen just to stand out of the way of the bowl.
So Dawn's come down for a look. It's up and down. Trying to work a way of creating some magic. She's having a really close look at this to try and determine. I think she indicated one down, so I'm pretty certain that's the Kaitlin Tyrrell bowl, that aqua looking bowl.
Oh, it's so close. We're none the wiser. We'll find out at the measure.
I think Dawn indicated that WA are holding.
It looks that way from the angle that we have.
She'd have to be a good judge.
And
the amount of games that she's played for Australia and
Dawn's last bowl,
at the highest level. Here we go.
This will change it.
It's going to disrupt something.
And, it's close.
Not the result she was looking for.
I think Deb Saunders might be one up here. They might be two up. They might be a couple up here, Western Australia. Can't quite see any hand signals.
Might need to pan out.
Well, a big opportunity for Hailey Packer to put New South Wales to the sword a little bit and extend this buffer. Massive bowl coming up. Big moment.
She's just looking to draw in here.
Well,
as we know, on this hand, it's going to swoop. Comes down to her speed now.
It's coming.
Oh, she's pushed one up, though, which is hers.
Might have done enough.
Wow, this could be a bit of a number here.
Two. And they're measuring for the third. Well, she packed it. Did she send it for three?
She packed it. I like that.
That's not in. Two it is.
2 to WA.
Back in the lead. 8-7 after 9. WA hold the lead on this rink, on the Lisa Featherby rink.
Shot for shot, isn't it, Belle?
And on the masterboard.
That's what we want. We want a close contest. There you go. You get a good look at the Deb Saunders delivery there. Most bowlers stepping forward with their opposite foot. She steps forward with her more dominant foot. Maybe we'll get a view from that angle again, Robbie. There we go. There we go. We get to see it up close. As you'll tell, she steps forward. There you go. But it works. It works for her. And that's great. And she's bowling really well too. Leading off superbly. And another good start. Good home there. Jodie Fruend, born and bred in Victoria, now playing for New South Wales. Moved to Port Macquarie to live. And absolutely loving it up there. Tremendous line. Just needs about 1.5 meters. Deb Saunders. This is her first Test series. Australian Sides Championships. Tell you what, she's got a good line again. Just gonna. If Val was here, that would be a same. But it's not a bad same. It's good home. Jack could move out there, as we've seen on the last end. Jack ricocheted here, there and everywhere. Jodie Fruend. Come on down. Oh, I think that's one though. Yep, that's definitely one to Jodie. Kaitlin, who put in a really solid last end. She's just going to be a bit narrow. Yep. Dawny giving Samantha lots of encouragement. Come on, Sam, we need one in here, please. Very important role the skip plays. One is good directions, and also two is good encouragement. Continue to motivate their team and try and bring the best out of them. I think she's responded very well here, Sam. Dawny's very happy with that. One to New South Wales. Well, it's actually two, I would say. Two, but we have a long way to go in this end. Kaitlin Tyrrell representing the Manning Bowling Club. She's played 29 games for WA. Looking to sit on that back bowler, Samantha Atkinson, and get the shot. Well done.
Samantha Atkinson. Ferguson.
Well, I'm struggling today. I hope there's no bleepers reel.
Oh, there might be after today. Another fine for you, Paul.
Anyway.
So, it's sitting precariously at the moment for New South Wales, but we've seen both the men and women be heavily challenged, and they've managed to fight their way out of it. The men especially, they were down in both their matches against the NT and Tasmania yesterday, managed to fight their way through. After this end, Paul, I'll get you to run through the around the rinks and see how things are playing. Great to have everyone's company here at the Australian Sides Championships. So many permutations for the winner and the loser of this tie in particular. Both on 3-1, as are Victoria and Queensland. Victoria were down before against South Australia in the women's. If they lose and Western Australia win this, they could be in the top two, with New South Wales to play Queensland next and Western Australia to play Victoria. This is a huge day of action, and WA are making their move. This is going to turn. Good effort. Still 1 to Western Australia. So I think Lisa Featherby and Jamie Lee Warsnop, you can have a look there. Jamie Lee has picked up a 5, and they are at 10 apiece. That is massive in the scheme of things. And we'll get that updated on the masterboard. Jamie Lee Warsnop and Lisa Featherby at 10 apiece after 8 ends. Jamie Lee picks up a massive 5. That is huge.
Well, after dropping a 6, it's back on equal terms.
Hailey Packer needs to be careful. Just the weight control, an issue there, and not exactly what they're after. 1 up, and now they're possibly 2 down.
All right. So in the men's game here, New South Wales 33, lead WA 24. So Lee Schreiner 10 versus Blake 9. Aaron Wilson 9, leading Anthony Williams 8.
You couldn't say Nan, could you?
I just can't get myself to say Nan.
Think of cans. Nan.
And Ben Twist 14, leading Jack East 7. So it's really the difference at rink. Okay, we've got a little bit of talking about names and how to pronounce them. So we've got Nick Cahill's dad here, and he's saying it's not Cahill, it's Carl. So there you go, Nick Carl. Greg Carl.
Yep.
Great try there by...
Now, I have to make a huge apology here, because I've been saying it wrong for years.
well,
It's
we all
it's Nick Carl. And Greg Carl, his dad, is sitting right near us, and we love Nick. Nick is one of the best people in this sport, and
Ken Bowl.
he can, and he's playing at the moment. But Nick Carl, there you go. I had absolutely no idea. I've always just gone with the Tim Cahill, but there is a...
So how come Tim Cahill is spelt the same, isn't it?
There's a former Carlton player, actually, or former Essendon player, Ned Carl, plays for Carlton's VFL team, and spelled like Cahill. And there it is. I think Tim Cahill has actually ruined the name for everybody that's pronounced Carl.
All right, so we've got...
What was the
waiting on
score in
Brianna
the
to give
end?
us a...
1
Just
to New South
One
Wales.
to New South Wales.
So, after 10, 8 apiece. It's close.
We have the close one, Bell.
Well, they're all close. And New South Wales on the masterboard take the lead. We're even here. We're even in Jamie Lee and Lisa's rink.
Is that for the first time today?
It's for the first time in probably about 15 ends. I can't believe all the times I've interviewed Nick and he hasn't mentioned that I've got his last name wrong. He's too polite.
He's very polite, young man.
I'll message him now.
He's
I know
playing.
he won't. I know he won't see it, but
You'll see him later during lunch. Well, we are dead even Stevens. Across all rinks here, 8 all, 10 all, 9 all. You don't see that very often. Just shows you how close these two teams are. And they're really putting on a display for all our viewers. Thank you for joining us today here at Club Tweed. If you haven't been to Club Tweed, come on down. Great place to visit. If you live close by.
oh, we're even on all three rinks.
Yes.
This
well,
is what a morning we've got. What a morning we have. We hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching. If you're watching at Club Tweed or if you're watching in the UK like we've got some people, we hope you are absolutely loving what you're watching here because this has been a pulsating morning of action. Tell us where you are watching from if you haven't already. Patricia McGrath watching on from Toorak like yesterday. Please tell me the weather is better for you, Patricia. Or Patria, sorry, if I can read properly. Patria McGrath. Watching here. What a beautiful part of the world Toorak is.
All right. She wants an update on the Vic women's
Might as
game.
well give us an update on all the rinks as well,
Go there
Paul.
and have a look. Well, currently,
It's close.
South Australia 20, leading Victoria 15. But it's only early on. So it's only 5 the difference. In the men's, Victoria 27, leading South Australia 12.
Samantha
And the
Ferguson's
interesting one there is Craig Mills, who
hasn't lost a rink yet.
played for South Australia last year. Well, for all his life, he's now representing Victoria. He's leading Scotty Thorburn 14-3. So, my goodness.
Mark Hamilton watching from Motherwell in Scotland. Good to have your company, Mark. So, what else is happening around the greens?
All right, what else have we got?
Queensland and the NT.
In the men's, it's 41-18.
Yep.
So, comprehensive lead to Queensland. And in the women's, 34-15. So, again, comprehensive leads to both the Queensland men and women. Okay, let's go to ACT versus Tasmania. In the men, Tasmania leading by 2. And in the women, ACT up by 5. It's only early stages there. I think we need... I'm quite up to date there yet.
So they're finding a way through here, WA, but they're not quite holding shot. What a morning we've got. We're almost at the halfway point on this rink. And same with Tash and Chrissy. Two Jackaroos. Blessed with a lot of talent here on this rink as Brianna Smith looking to find her way down.
We're playing a very long end here.
She get around. New South Wales changed it up a bit, which I like. They've won 4 of the last 5 ends, so the momentum is well and truly with them. Just clearing things there was Helen Stevens.
Sounds like Roger is in agreement. Carl.
Gareth Jones watching in Soldiers Point. Well, what a good club they are.
Nice part of the world there in New South Wales.
BPL Cup finalist in 2020, losing out to what was an epic final delivery from Craig Mills.
It certainly was.
That was that's probably the best BPL Cup final we've had.
Down the last bowl.
No rain yet from Petrea McGrath, so that's good. That's a good start to the day for Melbourne.
First day of pennant in Melbourne today. I'm sure there'll be a lot of excited people.
So I'm not sure what Helen's objective was there. Paul, going with weight, I think she was trying to get to that New South Wales shot bowl and try and sit it out for a couple, but now it's knocked Brianna's up and made the path a little bit more difficult for Hailey Packer. Lisa Featherby takes the lead again after 9. Skips to come here. What a tie this is. WA hold the slender margin. If they win, they will be in a box seat to push for Marge. Dawn Hayman, has she got the jack? Oh, you're kidding me. It's come off the Kaitlin Tyrrell bowl and back to the same shot bowl of Samantha Ferguson.
I think New South Wales, that's a shot bowl.
It is Samantha Ferguson's. 4G's ball, loving the bowls and the commentary. Gary at Columbia, South Carolina, USA. Great to have your company, Gary.
So I've just received a notification from our club who are playing pennant today.
Mm-hmm.
The last sentence, bring an extra warm jumper.
Oh.
So it's obviously a bit chilly down in Melbourne
Does
today.
your club provide that?
Oh, we have jackets, yes, but
Another jumper underneath.
The moral of the story is rug up because it's not going to be a warm day in Melbourne today. So we wish all our bowlers who are playing pennant for the first.
Hailey Packer. Oh, this is... Oh. Well, that's gone into the ditch. It wasn't a toucher. So that's a good result for Western Australia.
I know, but I think you'll find...
Where did the jack end up?
It's in the ditch.
But where in the
I
ditch?
think Dawn's is in the ditch. That's Dawn's bowl in the ditch. I'm pretty certain.
Oh, it is. But
on her last bowl, she trailed the jack.
Yeah, she did.
And followed it into the ditch.
So, now having a look, Brianna's going to put the markers down. So that's... Is it right next to Dawn's bowl? Stop leaving us in suspense, Brie. Oh, I think this is one to New South Wales here. It'll have to be something special. David watching from Thailand. Great to have your company, David. So, this would be very close for shot. Dawn Hayman.
Through the gap.
Just into the ditch. So the red marker is for the toucher in the ditch. The white marker is for where the jack is. This is close. Not sure if Hailey has...
We haven't got a real clear indication of where it stands at the moment.
So I've just taken the scoreboards off the side of the screen for now. Thank you, Robbie, just to give you an indication of where things are and how it's all sitting. So this will be the 30th end completed of the 63 once this bowl concludes its run. Hailey Packer. Oh, didn't want to get rid of her shot bolt or her close bolt. So we might measure, will we? Or is it 1 to New South Wales? It is 1 to New South Wales. And they win a 5th out of the last 6 ends. All singles, though. They lead 9-8 as we've closed past the halfway point. Lynn Canal watching again from Norfolk in England. Great to have your company, Lynn. We're back to level pegging on the masterboard. Waiting to see what that Christina Christic rink is doing. Oh, they've taken a 3, I believe. Is that a... No, it's a 10, sorry. That's not an 11. So, WA... Sure if it's 11-8 or 11-9. I think it's 11-9. So...
Well, in the men, New South Wales continue to remain in the lead, 36 to 25 by 11.
Oh, we've got a...
Let's see if we get some updates around the ground.
Kid around here who's clearly not happy with something. You can hear some crying in the background. Oh, no. I think all is well.
Looks like Nan, or Nanny, or Grandma is taking control of the situation there, Val.
Sam Morris watching in Brisbane. Good to have your company.
Not far down the road. Come for a drive this afternoon.
It's not the best highway to drive on at times, but...
It's a very busy road.
It is.
Sam just coming through.
So for the first time since the end of end 8, they lead. This has been tit for tat, but they've won 5 of the last 6 ends. They are just starting to flex their muscles here, New South Wales. And I feel as though, WA are holding out, but you feel as though they might be one big end away here from breaking things apart. New South Wales on this end, or on this rink anyway. Dawn is looming.
It's very wide open at the moment. Plenty of room to draw in.
Sammy Ferguson.
She's following it down. She's obviously quietly confident that she's drawn the shot.
Oh, she
certainly has. She's still a couple of feet short, but compared to the other bowls, she's very close. All right, Kaitlin Tyrrell coming down on her forehand. If it can run, it'll be a very good result. It's just pulling up. That'll be second shot. Brianna Smith representing St John's Park. It's going to cut across. Obviously the wind is causing havoc. I think it's slightly changed directions too a little bit. We'll have to ask Robbie which... He's not there. All right, Brianna, her second bowl. Looking to draw the absolute.
Good home anyway.
Just gonna.
So plenty of room.
That could be 3. No, sorry, 1. Possibly 2.
Jamie Lee Warsnop has taken a 3 next door to take the lead against Lisa Featherby 13-11 and tie it up on the masterboard.
I tell you what, over in the Ben Twist rink, playing Jack East, WA have clawing their way back slowly. Ben currently leading 14-10. I think it was like 12-1 at one stage, so good fight back by the WA men.
So this feels like New South Wales are making their move. They are pushing hard for this.
Well, Lee Schrainer certainly has. He's moved out to a 17-9 lead against Blake
Nan.
There
you go.
Nan. So just got to remember Nanny.
Hailey Packer. It's going to cut underneath. So this is now panic stations for WA. I said that New South Wales could be one end away from breaking this open.
Well, it's definitely 1.
Plenty of room to get to. I think it's a
2 and a measure. But there's at least 2.5 feet to draw into.
Yep. Just not finding it at the moment. I reckon this could be 3, Paul.
It could be.
And Dawn Hayman, well, this is going to cut. Doesn't want to promote that bowl. Does not want to promote any of them. Has it waddled in?
Hello.
I think that waddled in.
This is a massive bowl for Hailey Packer.
You bet that waddled in. Hailey needs to nail this.
She needs to take the bowl out nice and wide.
This could be as much as 4.
And get her weight right, and she could.
I think her weight's okay.
It's got to slow
Just
down
needs
a
to
little
get
bit.
around. Hailey Packer needs
I
to hold
tell you
now.
what,
Needs to hold.
He's done the job. What a great bowl by Hailey Packer.
As clutch as it gets.
What you call a good skipper's bowl, Val.
The pressure that was on that delivery
Oh, my goodness.
ties it up on the rink and on the masterboard. 31 all, 9 all. New South Wales had won
And
5 of 6
we have the
ends.
close one, Val.
Do you mean on the masterboard?
No, on the rink.
They're all pretty close.
Well, we're 9 all. The others are.
Yeah, it's true. But they're all pretty close,
They are.
which we're lucky.
Well, it's 31 all across the masterboard. So we've also got the close
we
one
do.
there.
We certainly do.
Let's
So
see if we
lucky.
can get an update on the. Wow. The South Australian women against Victoria lead 31-22.
Wow.
In the men, Victoria 33-18. Northern Territory versus Queensland. Currently, Queensland are leading both the men and the women quite comfortably. 44-24 in the men's, 40-17 in the women's. ACT versus Tasmania. The Tasmanian men who have played very well this tournament. Without the results they may have liked, but putting up a great effort, leading 32-19. And in the women, Tassie also leading ACT 33-24. So there's still plenty of time for ACT to come back. In the men, New South Wales versus WA, New South Wales 42 leading 28. So the WA men have got a bit of work to do, especially Blake's rink, Blake Nan. There you go, Jodie. Holding one. So our game is definitely the closest around the rinks at the moment. But there, that big game here, South Australia versus Victoria in the women's.
Massive in the scheme of things, Paul.
Incredible.
As this one from Kaitlin just urging. Oh, Natasha Van Eldick, Paul,
Yes,
has taken a 4 against Christina Christic to lead 13-11. So New South Wales stretch the buffer to 4 shots as we round the halfway point of the overall rink, so of the overall tie. So this is now a bit concerning for WA because they're holding on.
And they'll be watching with interest on the green across from them where South Australia playing Victoria. So if South Australia are able to pull off the upset...
Well, Victoria would probably be done and dusted. If New South Wales and Queensland both win this morning...
They're playing each other this afternoon.
Yeah, but it would almost guarantee if New South Wales and Queensland win this morning and Victoria lose, it would pretty much guarantee that one of New South Wales or Queensland will take home
the March.
So Western Australia need to hold out because they want March themselves. They haven't won it since 2010. Since then, only Queensland and New South Wales have won it up until 2023 when Victoria took it home. But since 2005, Victoria and WA, the only non...
Well,
New South
WA
Wales,
are going to have
Queensland.
something to say about this too, Val. So
They will, but that's what I'm saying. They need to win this now if they're
they've got to
any
take their
chance.
chance. And Helen Stevens gets a little feather of the jack, but goes towards the New South Wales bowl. So New South Wales holding one.
They're one big end away, Western Australia, if they can get it from just giving themselves a bit of momentum back. They've dropped some big scores on the Warsnott Featherby rink and on the Van Eldick Christic rink.
All right. Brianna Smith. She's bowled very well today. Didn't come down on her backhand. Looking to come under that WA bowl to the right of screen or promote the New South Wales. No, she just didn't quite have the speed that she required to knock up the Jodie Fruend bowl. Oh. Okay, she's gonna... Helen's gonna stay on the backhand. Not sure she's got her speed there, Val.
No.
Pulling
So
up a little bit short.
is it going to come down to Hailey Packer once
Great
more?
line. So Brianna has a good line here. It comes down to her speed.
Doesn't want to crash.
Uh-oh. She's going to promote the WA bowl.
Probably still okay.
Still fine.
It's close, but I think she's all right. So trail of the jack is exactly what WA are after. If they can get it towards their little catchment at about
Or sit
left
that
of screen.
New South Wales bowl out.
Yep. Work off the wing one.
They could have a couple or three then.
They need it.
They've got second and third shot. They could even have fourth shot too. So it's really just that one New South Wales bowl that is holding WA out from a bit of a number. I'm sure she's going to be looking for that New South Wales bowl. To right of screen. The blue aqua looking bowl. I'm not sure this is going to come down.
Oh, it might.
It might.
It might, Paul. Hailey
might.
Packer needed to hold. It just didn't. Her line was splendid.
Well, what that does do is it opens it up. She can have more of a running shot at it for the next one.
She can, depending on what Dawn does.
Well, obviously, she'll be looking to draw it in there and add another one to the count. She'd have to be playing the backhand. The backhand side's been hard side to play today on this rink. It's just swooping with the wind.
Yeah, this will come back, and I'm not sure. Yeah, Dawn's turned her back on it. She in the way? No. So let's see what Hailey Packer does.
Perfection, Val.
So Hailey now, I think she needs the same bowl as what she had before. Repeat, trail the jack if she can to the left of screen where they have a couple of bowls.
That, or just try and...
Lisa Featherby's taken a 1 next door, so 13-12. They peg one back. Can Hailey Packer get another one back and put them back in front?
She's doing what you called for, Val. A little draw.
She's close.
And maybe a little trail or a little...
Sit the bowl. Oh, you are kidding me. Hailey Packer did everything possibly right and missed every result. Dawn's given this a really good line. I think she's...
No, she's too wide, I think.
Well, it's going to come back, Paul.
That's got the weight.
Trying.
It's trying hard.
What are you talking about, Paul? Oh, did it get there?
Maybe.
One?
Maybe, Val.
Just the one. Almost did. That's it.
Had a good try.
Because her bowls are turning
Like
hard.
that little red engine.
The little blue bowl that could, or just couldn't. The little blue bowl that said, I've had enough.
All right, well, Dawn's brought them together to have a little chat.
They lead by 4 on the master board, waiting on the Christic Van Eldick rink to update.
She's trying to encourage them, spur a team on. Looks like Brianna's going to go and stand with Dawn.
8 ends to play here.
So, Dawn now leading 10-9 after 13 ends. We are past the halfway mark.
They've only dropped 2 of the last 7 ends. Last 8 ends, I should say. They've won 6 of the last 8. They've been brilliant.
So, New South Wales now 4 in front on the master board. Starting to claim their dominance. Let's see if WA can fight back, Val. Get a second wind.
Oh, they'll push. They will push. Don't you worry about that. Well, the funny thing is that the Hayman and Warsnott rinks haven't lost yet. So they are looking for something special if they can get it.
And we do play for a best overall rink.
Yep, you get a gold medal.
So it's going to be highly competitive between the 2 rinks. Great start by Deb Saunders.
I tell you what, if a couple of them drop some matches and Kate Arjun-Bowden keeps winning, well, that South Australian rink is looking very promising because they could move into a top 3 position after this if they defeat Lisa Phillips.
Well, let's have a look. See if there's been any updates. No.
Or was it 11 all there?
No updates with the South Australian versus Victorian women's game. I'm sure Howie will get out there shortly.
Deb Saunders wants this to have the legs. It's holding out, but I don't think it's going to get there. She has the line pretty much spot on. The impressive rink as well. Margaret Bacchetto of the ACT sitting in 5th position in rinks. Samantha Ferguson. That is good. 13-11 in the Christic and Van Eldick rink. Waiting to see the update from there.
Well, it's warming up out there, viewers. The sun is starting to poke its head out more and more. You can see Anthony Williams from WA. He's got his zinc on all over his face. Slip, slop, slapping.
There's a slip, slop, slap, seek and slide now, I believe.
Is it? I'm not sure.
A seek shade and slide on your sunnies, I think.
Is that right?
I think that's what it is now. I've forgotten the slide part or what that is. So...
and definitely slap on a hat. I'm not sure that's what it refers to.
No, I think it's slip, slop, slap with sunscreen because you sort of slap it on your skin and slap on a hat. That's a good one. Just really aggressively put a hat on someone. Brianna Smith.
Well, my son won't be listening in, but last night we found our way to McDonald's
for a soft serve.
A soft serve or a sundae. And they had the Grimace hat for sale. So I bought a Grimace hat and some Grimace socks for Jaden.
I got some socks. I don't mind some funky socks.
He is all over the Grimace shakes. I'm sure he's had about 10 of them already.
What's in them?
It's a blueberry
milkshake,
thick shake.
Okay.
With cream on the top.
Brilliantly done there from Helen Stevens. Okay.
And he absolutely loves the Grimace shake.
Beautiful. Is that 10 of them? That's impressive.
At least, I'd reckon. Well, the first day they came out, which was Friday 2 weeks ago, we were there.
Bit of weight from Brianna Smith. It's going to cut and miss most of
He actually made a
bowls.
Grimace shake back in February when they were announced in America. He got my wife, Kaitlin, to make a Grimace shake.
Okay. Oh, so Jaden had them before anybody in Australia had. Okay.
Correct. They even made a little video. Right into it, he and his mate Alex.
Oh, very impressive. Is he a good little cook, Jaden?
No.
Is he good in the kitchen? No?
No.
Straight up, no. Helen Stevens, has she got enough here?
He doesn't mind helping with making pancakes.
Okay.
But that's about it.
So Natasha Van Eldick and Christina Christic in their final bowls almost in that end. So we'll get another update of the score. Dawn Hayman, bit of weight here, looking to try and obstruct this head. She's going to duck under. What is going to happen? Oh, no. That's not a good result. She's at least 2 down here, Dawn Hayman. But it's probably an easier 2 than what the 1 down was. So Hailey Packer just needs to add here and put the pressure on. This will turn back, depending on how her weight is. Hailey Packer. Yep, that'll count.
Lovely draw bowl there.
3.
On her forehand.
Does Dawn just go for the jack in the ditch here? Or is she drawing?
No, she's gone for the draw.
She sent this out on a tighter line than what Hailey Packer did, so I'm not sure this is going to get there. I'm not sure this has got the job done. It hasn't. Hailey Packer with a chance to add a fourth.
Wow. Could
And
this
make
be
a
the pivotal moment in this match?
big statement here. Hailey Packer. It's packed. Has she sent it? Same line as before.
It's got to turn.
It will. The breeze has come at the worst possible time. The worst possible time. Did it get there? Just the 3. That will hurt.
Wow.
Lisa Featherby takes a 1 though. So now we're back on level pegging on the masterboard. But Hailey Packer, despite the 3, she will see that as a massive missed opportunity. That was a free kick and a half.
Certainly was, Val.
They lead 12-10, however, and it's even on the masterboard, so they have made their play back, but the breeze kicked in
Well, you can hear it.
at the worst possible time. They've gone long here.
All right, let's see. We got a bit of around the grounds.
And Christina Christic picks up a 2. They lead again.
Wow.
13 all on the masterboard. On that rink, and 38-36 on the masterboard. WA back on top. Wowee.
Well, in the other big game, Victoria versus South Australia in the women's. South Australia, 42-28. Kicking away.
What about the men? Victoria, well, they're on fire.
Victoria 33 leading South Australia 19. With the difference being Craig Mills from...
What a tournament he's having.
Wow, wouldn't that be ironic if he takes out the
Best rink.
the best winning rink?
So we've got 2 scores of 13 apiece. We've got a 12-10 in favour of Western Australia, and this is the difference right now. Deb Saunders, what has she got? It's going to come back. It's a great effort, and it's a good home. She's led beautifully today. She's winning that battle against Jodie Fruend. Just a bit of momentum here for WA. They would have loved to get a 4. No one has hit a 4 yet in this match. It's been 1s, 2s and 3s. 40 ends played. We've played 14 here, 7 to go, including this. Good leading from Jodie.
2 great bowls by Jodie. With her sunny boy bowls. It was funny. I remember last year coming back and having the discussion with my wife, who works at Bega.
Yes.
And they were talking about potentially bringing back the Sunny Boy.
Oh, they should.
So I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her how.
It was like, remember, have you tried those inner biscuit? They're like shapes, sort of, but they're like the baked little crackers. Mm-hmm. And they are delicious. I can't believe they even took those off. I need to buy some when I get home, actually. Making myself hungry.
So the only problem that they had was all the old moulds that they used to use. I think they'd thrown them out.
They didn't, did they?
I think they had. That was a... Well, look at that bowl. Over on the other rink, getting caught up by the wind.
Why would you throw them out?
I don't know.
Why would you throw them out? So this one, the wind, yeah. See, now they're tossing it out on that wider line, and the wind is sort of...
But that triangle effect, I think, I said to her, I think maybe they should have more of not a rectangle, but anyway, different shape.
Very silly to throw that out, because
Or
you
a
can bring that
rectangle,
back,
sort of.
limited edition Sunny Boys. That's a money-making cash cow. So, New South Wales controlling this 15th exchange. Most impressive part here is that only one short bowl. And it's not that far short. Helen Stevens. Has she sent it?
That's the question, Val. That makes 2 short bowls now.
I reckon we're going to see some weight at some stage from Hailey Packer or Helen, maybe to try and clear things out.
And glues were better.
Glug and Raz, what is that? Never heard of them. Bree's just going to cut under and end up short herself. Maybe was she trying to block an avenue there for Western Australia? Hailey saying, hit these orange bowls away, please. Or sit them and stay.
All right, what can Helen do here? She had a good line on her previous bowl. Just now got to get the speed right. Get around those Brianna Smith bowls.
Bree's bowl was put...
No.
What did I just ask if that was in the way?
Oh. That's 1, 2. It could potentially be 4. Val?
Yeah, you might be right. That wing bowl, we're not sure. It's all right. We'll find out.
Wow. Hailey has a work. She not happy. Just keeps walking.
Yeah, this is a serious end because they've just got the lead back.
They have.
She missed out on the opportunity to get a 4. And now she's just got to think about this, and she needs to make sure that they don't drop a big number. That is on the master board and this rink. That is the pivotal thing right now.
I think she's got to come on the forehand and draw it in. No, she's going to come in on the backhand. It's taking more grass, that hand. Somehow she's just got to nestle in next to the Brianna Smith bowl and try and cut it back. It's going to be difficult to get the shot, so you're trying to get at least second shot.
She's cut this under.
Not what she wanted. The speed was not too bad, though.
Speed was fine. So
it's
now...
the wide hand, Val.
This is...
It's taking grass. That breeze is really pushing that bowl across.
This is not what WA were after. Hailey Packer, she played an absolute bomb on the 12th end to get that shot back. She continues to come up with the goods, and she is going to have to come up with something very nice in it with her final bowl here.
Well, Dawn coming on her forehand. Just looking to get around that front green bowl of WA. She wouldn't want to hit it.
No,
she would not want to hit it. Oh, my.
Oh,
I think that's cut out a couple.
Might be 2.
2 down. I think she should change her hand to the forehand. Look to sit on that bowl again.
Push it in, yeah, maybe. 1 down isn't...
Wow, Dawn, that was...
1 down isn't the worst scenario here for Western Australia.
I think Dawn should have sent it out on the backhand. Wow.
Lisa Featherby's played an absolute bomb next door. She was in and around their head. High fives all round. So, Hailey Packer, this is massive. She has changed her hand.
She had no choice, Val. If she can sit on that front aqua bowl.
It's not going to turn, Paul. It's not going to turn.
It's just a bit heavy, that's all it is. All right, I wonder if it's worth Dawny having a run at that, trying to chip it out. Because it's holding her back from at least possibly 5. No, she's going to draw it in on the backhand. She hasn't got to wait. Well,
no.
Still a
2.
2.
2 it is. So Dawn knocking that bowl up. Took 2 out of the count. You're right, Paul.
Absolutely.
And we are back on level pegging here and next door and everywhere. All 3 rinks. 13 all, 13 all, 12 all. What a morning.
$12 all on this rink after 15. Jamie Lee and Lisa Featherby, 13 all. Their end still underway. Can't see who's holding shot there. Well, it's 12 all, 13 all, 13 all, and it's 38 all. My goodness. Hope all our viewers are enjoying the telecast, because we certainly have the close one here today. So, is there an update around the greens? Victorian men, 42, leading South Australia 19. And in the women's, South Australia 42, leading Victoria 28. Bad start here by Jodie. Just going through a little bit. Wow. The green might have sped up a little bit. All right. It's imperative that Deb gets one in here. Her line's good. This comes down to the speed. That's not too bad. About 3 feet short. So it's the one. Sam Ferguson, who's bowled very well today. She's played a lot of backhands. It's going to swoop in for sure. And that will be... No. I'd say it's still WA by 1. Looks like she's about 4 feet through. It may look closer on the screen, but it's definitely the WA bowl.
So, update on the master board, Paul.
New South Wales out to a 2-shot lead.
Jamie Lee replied beautifully against Lisa Featherby to take a 3.
Great bowl by Kaitlin. Tyrrell. That makes it 2 to WA. Sam, second bowl on her backhand. It's all about her speed now. She's going to land on that front WA bowl.
Dare say the shot bowl hasn't been played yet.
Well, time will tell, as they say. Not sure if you saw the cricket last night, New Zealand versus India. Extraordinary test match. India all out for 46 in their first innings.
Yeah, what was the score in the second innings? I know New Zealand made 402.
402.
Wow, at India, 231 for 3. They couldn't win it, could they?
But you wouldn't believe this, Val. On the very last bowl, delivery of the day,
Virat out.
Virat was caught behind on the very last delivery of the day.
Oh, don't we love that?
And the crowd were absolutely devastated.
Absolutely.
They were in complete and utter shock.
Brianna Smith wiggling, waddling.
She has.
Pineappling up.
That is 1 to New South Wales.
Fortunate there, but Hailey Packer putting her foot down and saying, this is where I want you to bowl. So
India brought in a new player, Safraz. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's on fire.
Well, we've got him this summer. Oh, this is close. This is very close. That'll do the job, or will it?
Well,
it's
probably
probably
up and down, but
yeah. Well,
Plenty of room to draw in.
old-fashioned draw-off.
That's what we like to see. We like to see the jack moved off the centre line.
Yeah. Get some frequent flyer miles.
Just creates a little bit more of a challenge to the bowlers. Can't quite see where her bowl ended up. But Helen Stevens, it's time to put one in there. Not sure about this one. Didn't quite. So it's going to be a skipper's draw off, Val. That's what we like to see.
And the insurance at the back of the rink. Brianna's got one back there, but I'd say Deb Saunders' back bowl is the one that's going to be holding the cards. Lisa Featherby next door dropped a 3 to Jamie Lee Warsnott. It was 13 all. She played a bomb and sensational.
Well, the old-fashioned skips draw off. With Dawny doing a great first up bowl. I reckon it might be 2. It's very close. I like that more jack high bowl to the right.
Do tend to agree with you, Paul.
So, what can Hailey Packer do?
She's got the weight. No.
No, unless she gives that a good knock.
Wasn't a good knock. It was
Need to be a very good knock.
Might have cut it back down, but she will have last bowl. This, again, massive bowl in the scheme of things coming up for Hailey Packer. Dawns is going to turn, and she's going to add.
But her weight's very good.
Dawn Hayman. Oh, yeah.
That's 2, maybe 3.
So this is everything now.
Yep.
New South Wales lead by 2 on the masterboard. It's level here. Hailey Packer.
Oops.
Oh, has to think about it.
She's nervous.
Somewhat. There was movement behind the rink as well.
Well, she knows that this is a big bowl.
Yeah. Stick to the process.
Correct.
Get it out on a good track.
And get the right speed.
Yep. I'm not sure it's going to hold. If she lands on these 2 Dawn Hayman bowls, she might be okay.
Oh, that could be her saving grace to
And
land on one of them. Oh.
Oh, that is...
She just didn't get a grass.
That is 3. And Dawn Hayman, her 2 skippers bowls were supreme.
Big end.
That is their biggest lead.
Could that be a defining moment in this game?
That's their biggest lead of the match. 3 shots. Wow, that hurts. And that's when you look back at that 12 or that 3 that Hailey Packer got on N14, not being able to add there, not being able to reduce the count there. That hurts. And now they trail by 5 on the masterboard and across 2 rinks. It's starting to slip out of the grasp of Western Australia. You feel as though the momentum has been shifting. New South Wales.
Shifting all games, so maybe there's more twists and turns.
I hope so. I hope it stays close. But I feel as though New South Wales are just, if you're looking across the last 20 minutes, they've been doing the scoring.
All right, let's see if we've got some score updates. No, it doesn't look like it. So, NT versus Queensland. Comprehensive lead to both the Queensland men and women. Oh, Jodie Fruend. Great start. ACT versus Tasmania. Wow, we're a little bit behind there too. Get Howie on his bike. Oh, Deb doesn't like this. Let's hope Deb can adapt on the second bowl. We have 2 bowls for a reason. If you don't quite get the first one right, you've got a chance on the second bowl to adjust. Jodie's not too far away. It's pulling up a little bit short. Line was good. Okay. Hailey giving Deb lots of encouragement. You can do this. The line looks much better this time, Val. It just comes down to her speed. No, she's turned away. Wow. Needed that one in there. It's going to put a lot more pressure on Kaitlin. A second for WA. Samantha Ferguson. Also on the back end. There's been a lot of bowls on the back end in this game.
It's probably the truer hand. It's a lot.
That is a cracking bowl. That's 3 to New South Wales.
Christina Christic takes a 1 on the far rink and keeps flying the flag of the Black Swan. What is Lisa Featherby doing? Oh no. Oh no. Drops a 3.
Uh-oh.
And from 13 all, 2 ends ago, Jamie Lee Warsnott has put it to 19-13. And now it's panic stations for Western Australia.
They're just relentless, these New South Wales ladies. Look at this, another one in there. That's 4. Big bowl here for Kaitlin. Can she deliver for WA? It's got to slow down. It's got to slow down.
It's all about the
line was
consistency.
exceptional.
Yeah. Well,
Hailey won't be happy about that. So the thirds both walking back to the mat. It's not a bad thing for the thirds to stand up at the head. They get a better, different perspective when you stand at the head compared to the mat. So hopefully for WA, this will be a good thing for Helen. Currently, New South Wales holding 4 here. And that is 5.
so it's up to WA now. Their hand has been called.
On the back end.
The wind has really picked up this end as well, so I'm not surprised the players are just sort of losing their touch a little bit as this is close. Helen Stevens needs to follow it.
Well, she's cut it back.
Yeah, it's probably just the 1 now.
That's a good result in the scheme of things.
And this has been a really difficult end because those flags have moved about 3 different directions here and they're moving right across the rink. So really pushing these bowls. Brianna Smith, this looks good. Dawn telling it to slow down, be good.
Oh, what
and
a cracking bowl.
Brianna Smith makes it a jack sandwich.
I like that.
So it was one point where all 3 Western Australian rinks were ahead. Now it's just the 1. Helen out on a very wide line. Skips come down. This is end 17 of 21. We've got less than 5 ends to play.
Dawn looking to add a third. She hasn't got a grass there, Val.
Hailey Packer she's got to obstruct this. She has to change this head if they are any chance.
She's coming down on the back end as well.
The Marge Morris Trophy is slipping away from Western Australia. They're right in the hunt. Needs to clear Deb Saunders. Needs to clear the bowl. She did. Hailey Packer, she's so close.
Jeez, too fast, mate. I would have thought she would have played the forehand. She could either come off that wing bowl, but it's a hard one to get into, as there is a jack sandwich there. Maybe she may come in with a bit of weight on the next one and try and disrupt the jack. She's got catches behind and to her left and right. All right, what are we going to see here from Hailey? I think she's going to have a run at it.
Last bowl.
She has to.
They've dropped 5 in the last 2 ends.
Even if it kills the end.
I think it's just arriving weight. She's so close.
Not
Hailey.
far away. Look at this.
Killed it.
Great result by Hailey Packer.
My word, did they need that.
They
and
certainly did.
great sportsmanship from Brianna Smith. I think it's just arriving weight. She's so close. Hailey.
Far away. Look at this. Racking ball.
Killed it.
Great result by.
There you have it on the replay.
It's a gutsy bowl too. 2 down. Risk and reward.
Well, it
and she got it.
just gives them the little pep in their step that they need.
They needed that.
All the bowls come back down. Sometimes a killed end is just as good as a one end. Now they are relying on just chipping back at this. They're down by 3 here, down by 6 next door. Chrissy leading Tash. Serena Bonnell watching on right at home, Para Jackaroo. Big bowl from Hailey at this time of the game. Oh, you bet.
In the men's game, New South Wales 55 leading WA 41 after 52 ends. So there's only 11 ends to go over there. So it's only lunchtime.
Had she missed that bowl, Hailey Packer, and had she not obstructed things, it was done. I would have honestly been tempted to call it. The momentum all with Western Australia. Tash has picked up a 1, so they're 8 behind now, WA. And New South Wales have all of the run and everything. It was good. Deb Saunders finding one pass with her first. Exactly what she needed. So still 5 ends to complete. This will probably be the second one to finish. I have not seen one killed end across the women's action so far on ringside. We've seen them around. Deb Saunders needs to get past. Would love to get past. May come into play. I'm not sure. Just one rink flying the flag for WA at the moment in terms of a lead. It was all 3 of them at one stage. But New South Wales have fought back in emphatic fashion. Kaitlin, Tyrrell. Kaitlin needs this one to turn. Just lost her way a little bit at the moment. Kaitlin, Tyrrell was right on the money early, but the consistency of Samantha Ferguson has just had her measure at the moment, and same with Brianna Smith, who's just peppered the heads. Tricky conditions out there, albeit.
Very, Val, very tricky.
The wind continues to change in speeds and directions, how swirly it is. But the New South Wales love affair with Marge looks like it could possibly continue. They want it back. They won it in 2022, and Brianna Smith, she wants it. She was part of that team 2 years ago. Helen Stevens. Hailey telling it to turn. Hailey telling it to move. It's a good home.
Well, second shot, Val, which is very important in this game.
They need first shot. They're 8 down. They need to start getting a move on. 16 ends to complete across the 3 rinks. Oh, might be another one completed here. And Lisa Featherby has taken a 2. Robbie's just ducked off, so we'll get that updated very shortly. But so 19-15 on the middle rink, 48-42 on the masterboard. So that helps. Helen is a lot closer, but those front bowls just in the way.
Well, the New South Wales men are skipping on, currently leading 59-41 over WA in the men's. Lee Schreiner and Aaron Wilson both picking up 3s on their last end.
Christina Christic and Natasha Van Eldick about to complete their 18th end. Very close. The skips are on the mat. Chrissy leading that 15-14. So we'll keep you updated on what's happening there as well.
Meanwhile, Victoria versus South Australia in the women's. South Australia continue to remain in front, 43-31 after 42 ends. There's still time for Victoria, but they've got to get a scoot along.
Chrissy's just played a bomb, apparently. Dad Joe was pretty happy. South Australia's women, yeah, very big performance from them.
Big upset.
Well, they hadn't won before yesterday afternoon. I think they just needed a big performance, and Hailey's under.
Not sure what she was trying to do there, but she's still got one more bowl to come, so she can redeem herself, Val.
Yeah. I think she was trying to open it up for herself there, but I'm thinking maybe a change of hands possibly for Hailey, come around and Try the jack back to her own at the back there to Helen Stevens' second shot.
Well, maybe she's just not confident coming in on that backhand hand.
It is
We know that's the swooping hand.
Yep, Dawn Hayman. What has she got here? Is she going to get in the way? Oh, it's going to track through.
She might just add another one here.
Don't think so.
Ooh,
Might have just
maybe.
turned a bit too far.
It's hard to tell from here.
Well, another telling bowl in this match. We'll get an update from Christina Christic and what's happening there. She's just sent down her last bowl of the 18th end.
All right, Helen is asking Hailey to come in on the backhand. Hailey's a bit reluctant. Sometimes it might be worth coming down and having a look, getting a better feel for where the bowls are.
Just a quick one, Paul. Christina Christic has netted a 2. They lead 17-14. So, it's back to 4 on the masterboard. This now from Hailey Packer.
Big bowl here right now.
Biggest bowl. It's going to swoop. If she trails this jack at all,
good line.
Helen doesn't mind it.
Speed.
It's all speed.
It's just too heavy.
Is it just the one? If it's
luck.
1, it's okay. If it's 2, it's calamitous. Come on, Jodie. Out you get. All right, well, that's better. And it is 2.
Maybe
oh,
3.
no.
Maybe 3.
Oh, no.
Three.
And after killing that end, after
Still
all
dropped
that
the 3.
work,
Not good for WA, unfortunately. It's not what they needed. So Dawn, an 18-12 lead after 17 ends. There's still time, Val. There's still 4 ends to go.
and that was the thing. I think with Hailey, you hark back to that first bowl that she played on that end. I'm not sure where she was going, but it didn't help her speed in the second shot because she was playing that runner. So all of a sudden, from what was a 4-shot deficit on the masterboard, it's now 7 again, and the work that Lisa Featherby and Christina Christic just did has been undone. And 4 ends to play here. 6 shots the difference on the rink. And the resistance, the WA resistance, could possibly be over.
All right, what can Deb do? Needs a bit of jack movement. She's got it.
Followed it too. They needed that.
Oh my goodness, because Deb had gone a little bit wandering. She needed to put the added pressure back onto New South Wales. It's really what it comes down to, Val. The more pressure you can put on your opposition, the greater chance you have of receiving the results you want. She's just got to put a second one in here, Val. Keep adding the pressure. Can't see the line. You'll see it shortly as it come on. It's just... Will it stay up? Yes, it will. So she's got one on and one behind. Samantha Ferguson, who's being very consistent today on her backhand draw, is just going to put in the second shot here. Very good bowl by Samantha Ferguson.
So now it's all about chipping back for Western Australia. Problem is on the other 2 rinks that Jamie Lee, Warsnop and Natasha Van Eldick both have final bowl.
Okay.
New South Wales, they can sniff victory. They can smell it. They know it's coming. Or they can feel it coming. I don't know yet. Kaitlin Tyrrell needed to get it back there. She did.
Home. Great bowl, Kaitlin Tyrrell from Manning Bowling Club. Love to see the stats on how many bowls Samantha has done on the backhand. I reckon it'd be very high.
She's been good.
The line's been exceptional there. Just her weight. Okay.
So 4 ends to go here.
It's still time, Val.
Yep.
It's not over.
What do Western Australia need to do? They
need to get the end.
They've dropped 3 ends in a row. 2, 3 and a 3.
Yep, they need to stop that. And they need...
two
fantastic bowls by Kaitlin Tyrrell.
That's a same that you like, Paul.
Absolutely. But only holding one, about 2 catches.
So big collect.
So they need to get the end first.
Yep. A big collect is what they need. They need a 3 or a 4.
They do, but they need...
On one of the 3 rinks. It doesn't matter. It just they need to keep holding out here. New South Wales look like they're on a roll.
They need to regain the mat. I reckon they need to go a little bit shorter.
Change things up.
Yep.
Brianna Smith. That is... Oh, what's this doing? Just speeding on through.
Covering bowl back there. No damage. Jack could pop out backwards there. Well, in the men's, New South Wales are skipping on through. Aaron Wilson's rink, 24 to 16 over Anthony Williams.
Helen Stevens. It went through.
Wow.
I feel like she's
fortunate.
The last 3 or 4 ends, she's been really close. Her weight has just gone too far past.
She could have chipped that bowl out. That would be putting the pressure on New South Wales.
One thing I want to harp on, after this bowl comes down from Brianna Smith, Dawn's interested. Dawn's very interested. Great shot.
Good bowl
from Brianna Smith. So Margaret Bacchetto there in the ACT women's rink has only lost 1 so far, Paul.
Wow.
Now, what's her score against Rebecca Van Ash there? ACT Tasmania.
She's leading Rebecca Van Ash, 22-17.
Wow. Helen. So we're not 100% sure what the go is. All the covering bowls are there for Western Australia. Deb Saunders' bowl is around the mark. They need to win this end on this rink. Start chipping away.
Victoria versus South Australia in the men. Victoria are skipping away. 56-23. That's a big lead after 49 ends.
Just quickly, Paul, Lisa Featherby's taken a 1 on the next rink over, so they peg 1 back, 51-45, 19-16 on that rink. Continue.
There's still a chance. And in the women's game, Victoria 37 trailing South Australia 52 after 48 ends.
Dawn Hayman,
And the destroyer is Lainey McGorman. She's leading 25-12 over Cassandra Millerick.
Wow.
That's the difference.
And that could be, if Victoria and Western Australia both lose here, the winner of Marge Morris Trophy for 2024 will most likely go to New South Wales or Queensland, as both of them face each other next. So the winner of that.
So looking at this, Val, we've got the close one, 51-44, only 7 in it. 51-45, I apologise because I hadn't added the Christina rink. Natasha did something.
She's played a bomb. Not sure if they're updating the board, not just yet. Hailey Packer missing. So Christina Christic with it all to do. Dawn Hayman once more.
I don't think she'll mind dropping a 1. She knows if that jack does spit back.
Oh, she's close. No.
Not the way.
So,
if Hailey can move that jack back,
just a tiny little fraction.
could be a couple in it. But as we know, yep, that's what Helen's calling her to do. It's
So
easier said than done, though, Val.
So is she changing hands here?
Yeah, on the back end.
She is changing hands. Oh, this could be really dangerous. If she hits
She's trying to get a bit of jack movement. She's got to land on her front bowl.
Hailey Packer, we will not see it until it comes down. Well, she's made
made
two.
There you go. That's what they needed.
That or jack movement, and Hailey Packer.
Cracking bowl.
Apologies that you couldn't see it.
Good,
but
good calling by Helen Smith, the third.
Helen
Stevens, I'm sorry. Helen was imploring Hailey to come on the back end. So good call by Helen. She's got 55 games of experience, so yeah. Wearing the black and yellow. The big black swan on the back. They've got control of the mat and they have gone shorter. So it's imperative now that Deb Saunders can nail the jack and just put that pressure back onto New South Wales.
Well, that was what she did in the last end.
Yep.
So, the Natasha Van Eldick, Christina Christic rink. I believe New South Wales have just scored. They've taken a 1. So 15-17 there. So it's 5 shots the difference. 3 ends to play here. 2 on the Van Eldick Christic rink. 5 to complete on Warsnott Featherby. Fiona Hall. You're doing well with your names, Paul Newman. He's almost just stormed off there, Fiona, on you. Nice. Just kidding, he's gone off to get some lollies. Deb Saunders. It was her bowl that set up the last end, and she's close again. Deb Saunders. Have they got a rush of blood now? Their hearts would be pounding. So close still. New South Wales just edging towards victory. But Western Australia fighting as hard as they possibly can. One big end could change things. Saw Lisa Featherby pick up a 6 earlier, but then drop to 5. And end 15-17 here has been the pivotal part for New South Wales. They were down 12-10, scored a 2, a 3 and a 3. Great shooting from Deb Saunders. Taking the fight right up to New South Wales, whose ground looked pretty shaky as Jodie Fruend rebounds off and sits behind the jack for 1. Kaitlin Tyrrell, it's her turn now.
Well, the Jack East Ben Twist rink is 16 all now.
Wow, Jack East and Clive Adams are fighting back.
They were well down early on.
Yeah, it was 12 zip, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So a win here will almost guarantee a top 2 spot leading into the next round for either team. Queensland look like they're going to beat the Northern Territory. Victoria in huge strife against South Australia. Down 52-39. It's after 50 ends, so time for them to come back, but not going to be easy.
No, Val.
Samantha Ferguson. Nicely. Get down to Club Tweed for the conclusion of the Australian Sides Championships tonight, or this afternoon, or tomorrow.
There's 2 rounds to go, Val.
Yep. Tomorrow morning is when it all finishes off. The drama, the anticipation.
And we still don't know who's going to win, do we?
No, but we'll have a much better idea come the end of play today. This is on a very wide line for Helen Stevens. See if there's any update. Lisa Featherby and Jamie Lee Warsnop are on the mat next door, so we'll have an update for that rink soon. Well, actually, Jamie Lee's at the head, but Lisa's walking down to the mat.
Obviously, good bowl for WA. With all our WA supporters up on the balcony here watching on.
Yep, next door. Brianna Smith.
The toffee apple bowls.
Smith.
Oh.
Well, now they need a trail of the jack here. Helen Stevens has to get to it because it's going to put more pressure on Hailey Packer if she can't.
Lots of catches. The forehand, just a nice, gentle trail.
It's looking better.
It's got a chance here.
She's so close. It's going to cut under.
Just.
But if it stays...
That might be in the count. It's close.
Oh, she needed to get to that jack for Hailey.
John just asking to slow down.
So, the skips come down. Hailey Packer, I think she's coming on the same hand. She wants jack movement. It's whoever gets there first. They've got the catches. They've got the bowls behind, immediately behind. They're down by 5, Western Australia. They lead on the Christic rink. They trail on the Featherby rink. But New South Wales, this juggernaut that is New South Wales, they have been just one step ahead for the last hour and a half.
Oh, coming with a bit of weight.
Hailey Packer, she just wants to trail and or affect something. Can she hit? She hits their own.
She was trying to dislodge the New South Wales orange bowl. Because if she could, they'd be holding probably 4.
They might be. But now does that affect her weight for the last? We'll see what Dawn Hayman does. Because it's still a lot of room for Dawn to draw. Let's see what Dawn Hayman can do.
Backhand, looking to just rest on the Brianna Smith bowl.
She's running.
Oh, come.
She doesn't mind it. Not a bad effort at all.
That's very good.
think it's in the count. So this is massive. Hailey Packer misses, and they can almost kiss this rink goodbye.
Just need a little trail. Yes, correct, Helen. Good instructions.
Feels like that should have been the play earlier.
Yeah. It's obviously the harder shot, Val. Nah, she didn't want to do that. Sometimes she would have been better to have walked down, had a look, readjusted her.
We do apologise for the win. Sorry, Paul. Just
her own mind. But no, this is a very defining end in this game.
Could almost spell curtains for the Marge Morris Trophy hopes of Western Australia, because New South Wales and Queensland, we've lost camera. Oh no, of all times for this to happen. It's coming. We'll see it on the side angle. We do apologise. Has Dawn Hayman got it? No. Don't think she has. 2 it is. And the 2 that WA just secured, negated immediately. And 20-14, 54-47 on the overall masterboard.
Well.
But Lisa Featherby has taken a 2. So it remains at 5.
Well, WA need to finish well here.
They do. They've got 2 ends to try and conjure something up. They're remaining in this. Lisa Featherby with a big end has Christina Christic. What has she done? She is twisting her own board, and she scored a 2. Or has she? No. Natasha Van Eldick has. 17 all.
I just got called Paul Newman.
No, Fiona was having a joke before when you got the name wrong.
I know.
It was when you ducked off to get lollies. So.
She still loves me, though.
No, she does. Who wouldn't? You are the man of the people. So I thought Christina Christie was
the one and only Fiona from Mudgeeraba.
Yes, that's her.
It is. Oh, we love Fiona.
So this is the rink that's done the damage in the end. Dawn Hayman and Hailey Packer. They led after 14 ends. They led 12-10. After 19, it's 20-14.
It's a tough game, isn't it? Poor old Deb. She needs to get one close here on her.
So 7 ends to complete.
The last bowl here on this end.
They need 1 an end now. Western Australia. They've fought with everything they've had, but New South Wales just continue to hold
better,
them.
Val.
It is.
It's got to slow down. It's got a bit of Speedy Gonzalez to it.
Yep, underlay.
Has it stayed on? Yep, she's got 2 back bowls there. It could also be another option.
I think we are going to have to see some killed ends depending on how this all goes for Western Australia. New South Wales are just ruthless, aren't they? They just
relentless.
Don't let up. They are just on the money. They are so good to watch. Sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh, Sammy Atkinson.
Ferguson.
Oh, my goodness. There's another one, Fiona. 5 times, I've been told. Hopefully that's not 5 push-ups. Not sure
That's 25 push-ups.
I don't even know if I could manage one. Just got to sit on that bowl. Fortunate.
Nicely done from Kaitlin Tyrrell.
1 to WA. Okay, Helen Stevens looking to add a second. They need some multiples across the rinks here.
They do.
And they need them fast.
A 3 or 4 brings them right back into contention. Helen's going to crash or come under.
Hit that front bowl, is she? Oh. There's 2 front bowls right on the running line from both hands. It's amazing how often that happens. But you can combat it by just moving slightly on the mat. Okay, Helen Stevens. WA needs you.
They do. They've got 1. Down by 7 on the masterboard. Waiting to see what happens across the other rinks as well. Lisa Featherby's fought back in sensational style.
Well, the men are virtually finished. Over here on the New South Wales 65 to WA 46. Aaron Disco Wilson, 24, beat Anthony Williams, 16. They finished about 10 minutes ago. Not surprising that Disco's rink finished 10 minutes earlier than everybody else. He flies through his game.
Does. So what else is happening around the greens, Paul? While we wait for these bowls to come down.
South Australian women are still holding out Victoria by 12.
Just waiting to check.
52 ends. And all the other games are pretty one-sided. Now, ACT, Tasmania are leading in both those games.
But Margaret Paquetto, leading Beck Van Ash, only has lost 1 rink. Unbelievable.
What a great performance by Margaret.
And then the Vic and South
Australia. Who knocked her
Australia.
off, do you know?
I will double check. I'd say, I think New South Wales have played the ACT. Believe. Played Victoria. I think it might have been...
No, she won against Victoria.
She did. Okay. Then Northern Territory ACT.
She won against... Must have been the first round.
Yeah, New South Wales. And she played against Dawn Hayman's rink. This rink here lost 25 to 12.
Wow.
So there you go. So just waiting on... There was an umpire out there checking whether a bowl was in or out with the mirror. Not sure what the hold-up is. The teal bowl, I think it might be Brianna Smith's out there. Just checking whether that was in.
There's a good view of the clubhouse here at Club Tweed.
We're sitting right where the scoreboard is pretty much.
Maybe we could pan out and have a look at the size of this clubhouse.
So we're waiting on other things to update. Last rink between Christic and Van Eldick.
Wow.
There is the clubhouse there at Club Tweed.
It's an impressive building.
So there we are behind that tarp there. You can see the little
Can't quite
tablecloth.
see us. Maybe see some...
See the tablecloth and maybe my hand there. No. Brianna's just hopped in the way. So I think Hailey might have stepped off for a comfort stop. New South Wales, I think, through Natasha Van Eldick, have played a bomb. Big celebrations over there. That would put a big dampener on this Western Australian rink.
All right, maybe we'll pan across and see what's happening on the...
Trying to get a gauge of what's actually happening out here. Didn't see anybody go off. Can't really see what's happening. They're just watching this final bowl of Christina Christic, I believe. Waiting for it to come down. Waiting for the bowl. Playing with some weight. Think, did Chrissy make it? I don't think she did. She was close. So WA make one next door. Did Chrissy get it, or did she fall again by one shot?
I think she... Oh.
Hang on, we're waiting for the update.
Looks like New South Wales won.
Yeah, they did. Wow. Jamie Lee's just in the way there. So she walks. Oh, they've lost by one. So the margin stays at 7. 19 all, so Christina Christic, that's a heartbreaking way to lose it, dropping a 2 and a 1 from 17-15 up.
Oh.
So that's Helen Stevens' job done on this end. So I'm not sure where Helen's bowl was intended to go then. Maybe just as a catch-up with those New South Wales bowls. And that's why Dawn Hayman looking to clear the bowl. She did. Dawn Hayman. That is why she's a world champion. Huge play. And possibly a telling one in this tie. Five ends to play. They still need 7. Hailey just needs to get one in. And she trailed a jack maybe. Good effort. They're one down. They cannot afford to be one down. They drop this end. And it's frightening. Dawn Hayman now looking to be on the draw. She's not there. But there's enough room.
There's plenty of room for... Oh, that'll be second shot. That was...
So it's all there for Hailey Packer. Sit
very
in.
Fortunate. All right, she's just got to draw it in here. I think she's got any other options. Or she could put the jack in the pit. But that's
if she did,
very big risk and reward.
If she did and followed it in, she'd lie 3. She's not doing it. Hailey Packer, this just has to be the shot. Trying to sit.
She's got about a metre and a bit. Great line. Just the speed.
So that's... Is it 2? And it is. Dawn Hayman does it again, and that... Well, they can't win the rink. From 12-10 up at the 14th end.
Can we get a replay of that Dawn Hayman shot?
I think it might have been too far gone. See if how Robbie goes. to go then. Maybe just as a catch-up with
Here we
those
go.
New South Wales bowls. And that's why Dawn Hayman looking to clear the bowl. She did. There was the replay.
All right. Last end.
So New South Wales, I think they're going to win this. I can't see them dropping it now. They've been supreme.
Drop an 8.
No, I mean on the overall masterboard. I think this rink and what they've done, they've just been too good. From 12-10 down after 14, they've gone 2-3-3, dropped to 2-2-2. It's been supreme. They've scored 12 shots in the last 6 ends. It's been something out of this world. And that's why you can go with them for a little bit, but to go with them over 21 ends,
well,
it's like best of 5 sets in Grand Slams, Paul.
Okay, well, in the Victorian versus South Australian women's game, looks like Victoria pegging them back slowly. They're only trailing by 7 shots.
They are.
With 7 ends to go. So currently South Australia 54, Victoria 47. So it's a big game, that one, in the scheme of the overall. All right, Deb Saunders, can she finish with a good one? Not to be.
They're 9 down on the masterboard. They were up for so much of it. And New South Wales have just been
relentless.
Yeah. Ruthless, precise. This rink especially, they should be so proud of themselves. Jodie, Fruend, Samantha, Ferguson, Brianna Smith and Dawn Hayman. And I think you look at what Brianna and Samantha have done. They have absolutely dismantled the Western Australian second and third in this second portion of the game. They really have.
They certainly have.
They've adjusted to the conditions.
Here we come. Here comes another one. Or is it just going to pull up?
Just going to pull up, I believe.
Well, WA won't be able to win this rink, but they can at least try and get a number to help the overall masterboard.
Because Lisa Featherby, she has scored a 6 this morning.
Trails required here.
It's nice from Kaitlin Tyrrell. That's what they needed.
Makes 2. I need at least 4 or 5 on this end. Because Lisa Featherby's rink is a couple rinks behind. So there's still an opportunity, Val. It's never over until it's over.
No, it's not. 1 o'clock is when we'll be bringing you the next match between the NT men and the Tassie men. Michael Sims against Tristan Smallacombe, those 2 rinks. Final end here, though.
What can Brianna do?
It's looking pretty good.
Brilliantly all day.
Just needs to come under, crashed.
Just ran into her own teammate's bowl. Hailey asking, just draw another third one in here for me, please, Helen. Is it going to come back from there? It's got a chance. She certainly has. That's 3.
Well, this could give them a chance. Trying to see what Lisa Featherby and Jamie Lee Warsnop are doing next door. If Lisa Featherby can get a score, and they can get a score here,
still a chance.
They might
correct.
just be. So, need to stay positive here. Brianna Smith. Oh, this has got the weight to arrive.
I think it's going to go through. Yep.
All right. So a chance.
Game on for the overall.
Chance. Well, if Hailey can add here, or sorry, Helen can add first, then
4 or
Hailey can
5.
add.
That
Yeah.
will really make a big difference to the overall.
Helen
It's
needs
gone
the
out
same
wide
same.
again. Is it going to come back on that breeze? It's trying. Don't think so. Oh, that's unfortunate for WA. So what's Dawn going to do?
Try and maybe trail it, see how she goes.
She's going to either draw it in or look for those WA bowls through that gap. She's going to draw first up. She's following it down.
Dawn
She's
Hayman.
slightly confident.
Dawny
Brianna likes
Hayman.
it. Wow.
Great shot.
Second shot, I believe.
That's a New South Wales rose between two Western Australian thorns.
Yep.
And it makes it incredibly difficult for Hailey Packer.
That will.
So Hailey now trailing the jack on her forehand, getting it out into the open, and she's gone on the backhand. So what do I know? Get another one in.
It's a chance here, Val, for a second shot.
Could be Hailey Packer. She
very
needs
good
it.
bowl.
Yep.
That's a cracking bowl.
So it's 2 now. And now Dawn will change hands. It's what Brianna's called. Trailing to try and make a 3. Try and seal this rubber. And rubber stamp it with a big victory. Waiting on the rink next door. Lisa Featherby making her way down.
So it pretty much transfers all the way to Lisa. They've got to pick up some big multiples if they WA want to win this game. It's happened before.
It has.
I've got a feeling Dawn might come in with a bit of weight here.
Enough to arrive, I think. Doesn't want to hit the front bowls.
Oh, she wouldn't want to knock in that WA bowl.
Oh, how far in did it come? It's okay. So
If we could somehow remove that
I don't know if that's going anywhere.
that Dawn Hayman bowl, if we could remove that, I think she'd have to look for that.
The problem is if it spills because it's touching, I think she just has to dead draw it and try and make a 3 here and narrow the gap to 6. If she can, it'd be a great way to finish for WA. And, I'm not sure it did.
Maybe.
2 it is. So they get a 2. That's it from our rink here. 22 to 16. They get the job done. 7 the difference with a couple of ends to play on that Lisa Featherby rink. So that's where we'll leave you. We will speak to you very, very soon where you can go and get the results on the live scores link here. So it's, go to the Nationals tab on bowls.com.au. That's where you can follow the live scores. We're going to end because, or you can go to the link there. Robbie's got it on screen for you. But Paul, thank you very much. We'll see you. We might see you tomorrow, not sure. See what you're interested in doing tomorrow. But Paul, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Val. Thank you, viewers.
Western Australia, they take the final end, but New South Wales, they are in the box seat here as they head into a big match against Queensland in the afternoon. 22 to 16, they win on this rink. Jodie Fruend, Samantha Ferguson, Brianna Smith and Dawn Hayman defeat Western Australia. Let's see what happens. We'll bring you all the updates after this 1 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Time in an hour and 14 minutes. Stay tuned. It's Northern Territory versus Tasmania men coming up next.